good up here? What happened?
Somebody opened a bag of sunflower seeds that I bought and left it laying there open.
I can venture a guess.
They got dumped everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, cleaning them up.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, sorry it happened, even though I'm not the one who left it open. Yeah, I know.
They're on the shelf. They should be on the shelf. People eat stuff. It's a mess.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna close the curtain.
No, no.
Okay. Okay. I will be done in a couple of hours. Okay. Here I am. I am here. My brightness is not up where it's supposed to be. There it is. Okay, now, what else do I need here? I need this to go here so that I don't cut off blood circulation in my leg. I need this to go here so my arm doesn't build up lactic acid. I feel like I'm strapping in for a fucking roller coaster every time I go to play a computer game, I swear to God. Please adjust your safety harness to ensure that it does not feel uncomfortable on your body. Then pull the overhead harness down over your hands and feet. Sit up straight and ensure that your arms and legs do not leave the car at any time. Jesus. Okay, we're going to get started now that I'm strapped in about 2.5 minutes. We'll say. So like 4:34. We'll get moving. How's my volume look here? Let me make sure my mixer is correct. It should be half of what the normal is. Yep. Good. Very good. Hey, SB, how's it going? A little more than 12 hours before 5.2. So excited. Nice. Yeah. I have done as much as I can. I'm probably only going to log in between now and Thursday about once per day for about 10 minutes to send my retainers on ventures because, well, there's going to be a lot of people on, so I'm not really going to be able to get that much done otherwise. But I'm excited for you, even though the only thing that I know about 5.2 at this point is that they're adding a ship for fishers. And that they changed up when you get your hook set to like way earlier levels. That's about the only thing that I've gleaned from 5.2 so far. But I'm glad you're excited for it. Hopefully it will be as fun as you were expecting it to be, and it will live up to all the excitement. I switched katanas since last time. This one's the fancy adamantite one that I had sitting in my retainers inventory. Hopefully it'll be slightly better for me than the Ironworks one. I don't even know what the hell to do with all of my stuff once I get up to level 60 here. I don't have any need for company seals, so like what do I do? Do I turn it in for nothing, or do I use the company seals on something and then sell that something so I can earn a profit off it? I don't freaking know. I know what I can do with the jewelry. I can just desynthesize it, but like the rest, it's like, what do I do with this stuff? So much story and also doing semi-hardcore rating. I would guess then that the next stage of Edenscape opens up then in 5.2, right? Because that's where the semi-hardcore rating usually, or the regular hardcore rating usually goes, is when they open up the Savage stuff. So, well, good luck with it. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. For you and your static, I'm sure it will. New raid tier. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Gotta get that day one prog! Okay, so let's say we get started, shall we? Here I go. Waiting on the loading screen for 45 seconds. It's okay, though. I should have blown my nose before I started. I didn't do it myself in a minute anyway. We will see. We will see. This goes over here, actually, not over there. There we go. I'm learning about a whole lot of different things while I'm doing this stuff, like with the delivery Moogle quests. First, I learned that there was actually an area that you could visit underneath the Leatherworkers Guild. I had never been under the bridge before this at that point. And I don't know why, I guess I must have glossed over it, but I never thought to actually sit in this seating area here for some reason. I don't know, I figure I just... Again, I figure I just glossed over it or something, but... Hey man, it's all new to me. I'll be glad to keep learning these new things as we go along here. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the Stream Edition. Last time, we continued with both our Samurai training and also the Delivery Moogle quests, and we're going to be doing basically the exact same thing today, starting with a new Samurai quest before we head off to Limsa to pick up another Delivery Moogle quest. But also... If we go over to Reputation, you can see that I am currently maxed out on my neutral ranking with the Kobolds and the Sahagins, so we'll be doing a quest for each of them. So it should all be a good time today. It should all be fun. I think we'll be good to go. Hey Ugman, how's it going? Just got started, so we are going to keep on moving here. Yeah, where is our little friend there? He was right here a minute ago, but where'd he run off to? Well, hopefully it will, but I'm, again, more pressed and worried about where Momozygo went. Again, I don't know what his bag was with Gridania, but he didn't seem too happy to be coming here. Okay. That I can do. Let's go see if we can find Momozygo, then. As long as I don't have to run around the city shooting at targets, I think we'll be okay. Although, to be fair, that quest isn't really all that hard, but I've seen Cole do it. It was, as long as you're looking up, it's fine. So. Maybe he went in the opposite direction. Okay. Let's keep looking around, seeing what we can find. I'm sure he'll be here somewhere. I'm sure the objective marker will eventually steer me to him. Oh, he actually is acknowledging that the one guy's dozing off in his speech. That's funny. No thanks, man. I'm already a level 66 Black Mage? 65? 66. I'm already pretty well one with the elementals, so... Not a conjurer, admittedly, but, you know. That, by the way, I'm using as my gauge for when I purchase the next expansion, is once I get Black Mage up to level 70, since I'm not going to be using it for the stream at all, I will then purchase the Shadowbringers expansion. So then we'll be getting a different splash screen on the logo screen when we start the game up. Well, we did have an opportunity for profit already, my Senta, in case you forgot from last time. To the Adder's Nest. Okay, that's not good. Why is he being brought to the Adder's Nest? Is he being arrested for something? Yeah, that's what it seems like. Adder's Nest, actually. Follow the naked bunny. She'll point you in the right direction. Okay, not anymore. She's running past the Adder's Nest, but whatever. Hello, Commander. Good to see you again. Been a while, probably since the last time I did Frontline, since I've seen any joint operations between the Twin Adders and the Maelstrom, but yeah. I just don't feel like waiting in 45-minute queues anymore, man. That's the only thing. Okay, why did you apprehend him? Embezzlement? Well, that's not good. Okay, that's even worse. Well, thank you for the information. Yeah, we need to go look for him right now. The Ixal there, Master. Ixal. I know that your native tongue is a little bit different than ours, but just gotta roll the X, man. Maybe the Icodal 9 will help me with the search party here. I wouldn't be shocked. Well, either way, let's go see if we can find him before we move along here. I've really been building up on those Silcus Buds and Gasal Greens. I've been doing some Vath quests in the background while I've been waiting for queues for Samurai and for Black Mage, so I have been using the Black Copper Gill that I get from it to... Well, I bought that, but that's not for the stream, so that's not important. I also have been using the Black Copper Gill to just purchase extra Silcus Buds and Gasal Greens and Ventures and stuff, because I don't really have any other use for them. I'm not planning on buying any of the other stuff they have unless it's goldsmithing materials, but the goldsmithing materials that they have won't actually be all that helpful to me because I've already got goldsmith to 61, so... And that stuff that they have is mostly Heaven's Ward materials, all of it normal quality, which is not exactly what I need. So we need to go up this way. This way. That's the Icodal 9. This is the direction we need to go. We need to go past these Dalhan. Hopefully none of them are level 48, because they would probably still attack me if they were. Doesn't look like it, though. Nope. How convenient for me! Ow. I didn't know there was going to be a cliff there. Sorry, Regalia. I didn't realize that there was going to be a cliff. Okay, what is going on over here? Momozygo, did you run afoul of some Ixal? You crazy guy. Well, let's see what we can do. How about we do one of those and then give him an NP? There we go. You give those back. I want all my HP to stay in my body, thank you. And how about this? Ooh, that gave me a lot of HP back. I mean, admittedly, it did... How much did it do? 3,471 damage, so that's, you know... that's a pretty fair amount of damage that we just did there. Alright, Momozygo, are you okay? And why the hell did you run off? I know you're wanted for embezzlement, but you could have at least said something before we went to... Okay. Where is he going now? You're going to run into either a dead end or you're going to run into more Ixal if you keep going, man. Come on now. Excuse me. Well, sure, but it didn't sound like it was really all that serious. It sounded like a petty crime at the worst. Oh, that's no good. Are you really going to cut down a supporting character like that? Oh, okay. I mean... Is he going to make french fries out of Momozygo? Okay, well, he's in one piece, so that's a good thing, I guess. That was a different slice than the last time, I think. Well, I guess that makes it okay. Ah, there you go. You are kind of our source of information here, so... Well, good. Go do that. So, was that a different technique, or... Well, I'm glad, so... Okay, now, Musosai, this happened last time as well. What are you doing? Why are you so winded from excising evil? Is it like some secret forbidden technique? Are you going to die from using it too many times? Well, what is your objective? Kogarashi. He's a fugitive, huh? Okay. Well, you got any leads on where he might have went, or is that why you need Momozygo? So you're hoping that the numbers game will change things then. All right, I'll meet you back there then. Hey Todd and Conker, how's it going, everybody? It's going good for me. How's it going for all of you? Trying to figure out why you're getting motion sickness. Are you? I don't think. I think this is too obvious a question, but are you moving at all? Because if you're not moving, then I couldn't tell you why you're getting motion sickness. It teleported me all the way back here? Wow. That's convenient. So did you give away or give back all the money that you took, or... Well, there you go. See? Wasn't that hard. Yeah, hopefully it feels better soon. Only some sudden jerks and movements? Huh. Yeah, I don't know why you would have motion sickness just from that. It's weird. Get some water in you, Todd. I don't know if that's actually going to help, but usually if I feel lightheaded, getting some water in me helps a little bit. And I know it's not lightheadedness, it's more like spinning motion, basically, and you're feeling queasy because of it, but even the queasiness, when I get water in me, it helps sometimes, so. That start eating taco was nice. Nice. That should be good. Okay, so where's the wind going to blow this time, Master? Oh, Ishgard. Okay. Well, I'll meet you guys there. It might be a little while. I've got some pressing business around here to take care of first. So. And I would assume... Yes. You have to go to Ishgard. And I would also assume that if you did this quest before completing the main scenario up through getting to Heavensward, you probably wouldn't be able to continue after this. I wonder if they have similar roadblocks with like Gunbreaker and Dancer and going to Stormblood territory. I don't know. I can't currently take Gunbreaker or Dancer as jobs to find out because I don't have Shadowbringers installed. I will, just not yet. Alright, back to Limsa, and we will go from there. I might at some point go to Ishgard. Like if we get something in Kurthus that we have to deliver, I might just go to Ishgard to complete this so they have some time to look for some new information about where Kogarashi is. Because I would assume that's what ultimately he's looking for, our master there. Where do we need to go? We need to go to the Fisherman's Guild, because we need to go and take on the next Sahagin quest. So we need to go to the Fisherman's Guild so we can take a boat. And then we will go to see the Kobolds, we'll take on their next quest. And once we're done with both of those, then we'll do another Delivery Mogul quest, and we'll continue with that until I think the quest line is done. Yeah, we'll continue with that till the quest line's done. Still got a little ways to go, but that's okay. We should be able to make some pretty good progress on the delivery quest today, though. Like, by the time Cole comes back on... well, he'll be back later tonight, but he won't be back later tonight enough to where he could actually go stream with us. And even if he was, I wouldn't want him to, because he's probably going to be dead tired from being at the convention all weekend, excuse me. So he's going to need a couple of days to rest and recuperate. How convenient, because I'm taking a couple of days off anyway so that the patch can hit. And, excuse me, everybody that wants to play it can play it and then you know, clear out of the queue to log in. Excuse me again. And by Thursday, Cole should be up to 100%. I should be almost done with all the quests that don't involve him in any particular way, because he has lore that he wants to use for the purposes of why we're going to Ishgard. So he said he wants to be present when those happen. So I'm going to let him be present when those happen, and we'll move from there. But for now, let's worry about one thing at a time. I'm also kind of concerned about that Lancer that I just passed by, because they are in the brand new set, which is level 16 or 17 gear. And they're walking through the Tide Gate towards, well, all of those. Shelf Spine Sahagin at level 40-something, and I just hope they have better sense, because if they don't, they're about to get run through by a very, very, very pointy spear, the likes of which they haven't seen yet. Oh, I gotta do something real quick before we do this. I gotta go to... I think it's in character config? This one. I gotta turn that off because it might skip the transportation cutscene that will happen in one of these quests with the Elbest over there. And I don't want to do that because I want you guys to see it. But let's do this one. The Scarlet Bloodletter. I see what you did there. No, not again. Yeah, I would prefer to get there in time this time. So what do? I might be more like a bomb, to be honest with you, because by the time I'm done on that ship, there won't be too many people, too many drowned or Reavers or Sahagin that are not among your clutch left alive. Yeah, I think I probably wouldn't make it there. Okay, cool. So let's take an Elbest over to the Swallow and see if we can free the ship of its marauders. Pa, I heard that you're renting an Elbest for me. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I should be prepared for heavy combat. I vastly outlevel the people that are going to be in this quest, so I should probably be fine. Oh, excuse me. So let's see what happens. Let me hop on board. Hi, buddy. You're like a shark and a velociraptor on 4 legs that can swim. So let's get it. Let's get to the ship. See what we can do. It's probably going to take me, yeah, it's to a similar instance, actually, that the rest of this quest takes you to. There's an island area over near the Isles of Umbra that you can see. Like, we're normally way up there, but all the way down here, past the Isles of Umbra, is Moonshade Isle, which is one part of this instance, and then this merchant ship. And you go here for some of the daily quests that you do to collect up food sources from Moonshade Isle to defeat enemies that are over there, and also you come to the merchant ships out here to beat up the Sahagin after a certain amount of, like, when you do certain quests. So it's interesting. More interesting than I'm making it sound like because I keep yawning, but it's interesting. Like I said before, I haven't really seen anything like this with other Beast Tribe quests, so it's pretty cool. I approve. Captain, what's the situation? Oh no, I'm planning on taking all of their insides outside. I would, yes, ideally be. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm a pretty good swimmer, especially when I have help. Well, I wish I was able to visit the ship on better circumstances, but... Oh, yeah, that would probably help pretty good. Okay, I will see what I can do. Alright, you spineless bastards, come at me! If you would be as Leviathan's waves, then slam yourselves against me and see what good it does ya! Come here! I don't know if that guy's actually dead. I probably should have checked before I... Okay, he did die. Good. Well, I could go beat the rest of them, but how we doing, Captain? You guys ready to abandon ship? Well, I try to be. I'm still in training, but apparently the training's paying off pretty good. So... Oh, good, okay. Yeah, that would be rather nice, wouldn't it? Let's get the hell out of here. Well, it looks like everybody sort of made it ashore. I mean, they probably lost a couple of people, but at the very least, most of them made it, which is good. Let's take a look. Ah, here we go. Hi there. How's it feel being back on dry land with all your innards in place? Yeah, I have my ways. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm glad that you took some precautions since, you know, that was some messy business. Well, hopefully I'll be able to do something about that soon. Yeah, I know exactly what that is. Hello there. Ah, Lieutenant, hello. If I remembered which shade of red it was, it would make this too easy. What are you talking about? Oh. Well, that doesn't sound good. White coral necklace. The Scarlet Sea Devil, huh? Okay. Have to keep my eyes out for him. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, you could have been gutted by this guy, whoever he was. Oh. Oh, nice. So you were a fruit trading vessel. Cool. Let's go share these oranges with my Sahagin friends. I don't even know if they can eat fruit, but I guess we're going to find out. Unless this is taking me to Commander Falkbrita, which is a possibility. No, she's up here by the repair shop, so I'm going, it looks like, yeah, back to Nov's nursery there. So that's where we'll go. I need to take this blindfold off again. I know I said it last time, but it's still so nice seeing my my Sen still being there, even though I teleported away and it's been longer than 16 seconds. Not a privilege that I get when I'm playing Monk, that's for sure. All right. Well, Clutch Father, you'll be happy to know that I saved the people on the vessel. We couldn't save the vessel itself, but I did get a little bit of a prize as well. Yeah, that was he was pretty helpful, although I sent him back once I got on the ship. I figured we'd be able to get out of there. Oh, these? These are the reward that they gave me. Juicy oranges. They're good for combating scurvy, but I don't think the Sahagin suffer from scurvy. Yes. That is these. If you want them, you can try them. I've already had several. There's citrus. And I'm sure your people will have a hell of a time trying to pronounce citrus because you'll probably have 2 cases of S's to extend there. Yes, they're oranges. I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure sea cucumbers taste like not cucumbers, though. I think they taste more like meat because I think sea cucumbers have an actual, like, they're not plants. They have an actual, like, living animal inside of them, so there's, like, meat in there. I could be wrong, but Oranges taste more like, what would be a good example? It tastes like blood mixed with sugar, mixed with the sun. I'm making it sound a lot less appetizing than it actually is. I'm trying to think of something that the Sahagin would actually be able to relate to having tasted, and I'm coming up blank on everything except for blood. So, yeah. But feel free to try them. No, unfortunately I do not. Sometimes I wonder, because Interceptor can sometimes feel like an offspring, but... no, we do not lay eggs, no. Yeah, I guess that is a fair question. What caused them to suddenly become so imposing? They're the ones that are in command of all the drowned people around here, okay. And when I say drowned, by the way, I'm talking drowned as in capital D. There's a specific sect of people around here who are enthralled to Leviathan that are called the Drowned. They have been, like I said, enthralled by Leviathan, and they're used by the Sahagin to do their bidding, and potentially even infiltrate human settlements. So, well, yeah, I think so. Well, whoever the Scarlet Sea Devil is, hopefully they don't cause too many problems, but knowing our luck, within the next couple of quests they will. And we'll have to move from there. But we are now recognized with Knob's Clutch. Nice. So we're level 2 out of 4, and we can take new quests over here from a different NPC. So now we're going to take some from both Ho and Few here. And it said new stuff is available at the vendor. I guess we could check it out. I don't know exactly what is available here, but they do have lavender purple dye, which is nice because I use that for dyeing Matilda's gear. They also have a few cooking materials, which is kind of strange, but okay, fair enough. Oh, they have cinnamon here. I could have just told them, okay, so it's not as spicy as cinnamon, but it has the same sweetness. It's just it has like a watery sweetness. Okay, fair enough. I could have just told them that. If only I would have known. But anyway, yeah, so now we're recognized with the Sahagin. And I will be doing their quests. It'll take, again, 5 days to get their quests done, because if I do all 3 quests from Few and all 3 quests from Ho per day, it will give me 72 reputation with the Sahagins. So that will be 72 times 5 is 360, so then we'll be done with that 5 days from now, and we'll be moving on. So, excuse me. Let me go to Camp Overlook now. We'll take the Kobold quest. We'll get them recognized, and then, or get recognized with them, as it were. And then we'll keep going with them Moogle quests. Them delivery Moogle quests, because there are other Moogle quests besides delivery Moogle quests. And I'll bet you this probably has to do with our lieutenant that's joining us on this little venture, because when I finished doing the daily quest for the kobolds earlier today, she just sort of appeared out of nowhere in front of the one guy that was like a spineless coward over here. So I was like, oh, okay. She's probably part of the quest coming up. Skate Swiss, that's who it is. Alright, Jigu, what the hell's going on? Why is Skate Swiss here running you through? Well, I've only been doing a few odd jobs for you. I didn't realize that would get me so much recognition, but fair enough. Oh, you've moved up 1 rank. Great. Well, but don't you guys eventually have to do the work for yourselves? I can't keep staying here in indentured servitude forever. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, but not when you're not doing anything. The turtle that won that race still actually walked there. Okay, what's up, Lieutenant? Oh, that's not good. Well, then I guess we should get up there and help them. Yep, I'll be there. Well, Jigu, you're going to have to excuse me for a minute. I got to go take care of some things. This has something to do with you, doesn't it? Oh, boy. Well, we're going to find out in just a minute. Let's head up there. I should probably have Quinfucius come out when I'm doing these Beast Tribe quests, because once we get over to the Hatching Tide again, he's going to be... whoops. Okay, well, that worked out eventually. He's going to be... I'm not sure if he's going to be doing anything for the Hatching Tide this year. I guess it's just going to depend on whether or not I'm heading to Stormblood while he's doing the Hatching Tide event, or while the Hatching Tide event is going on. I don't know yet. You all right there, Private? Well, I sure hope you'll get your hearing back, but that's not good. Alright, what's happening here? Not you, sorry. Lieutenant, what's happening here? Well, I can see that, yeah. Oh, wow, that's not good. Our fault? Why would it be our fault? Well, he probably is, let's be honest, but I don't know if it's necessarily because we did anything. I think he's just an asshole. Okay, I will see what I can do. We probably, thinking about it though, will get to Stormblood before the Hatching Tide event starts this year. I think it just depends on when the Hatching Tide is. So, I guess we'll find out, but I'm pretty sure we'll get there before, because... like, once we're done with the delivery removal quest, we've got one more set of quests to do, then we do the Warring Triad quest, and then we'll be doing 3.5, and I don't think that the combination of all those things will take more than a couple of weeks to do, so I guess we'll see. Well, sure, you're lucky, but that doesn't really help when your neighbors are the ones getting slaughtered. How do you know they won't just come down here and be like, oh, these are the beastmen that did it, and then arrest all of you, or kill all of you? Okay, what kind of a thing? Oh, I already know how curious, eccentric, and odd Bago is. I've been doing a few quests for you guys so far, remember? So this is their acolyte, Bago, and he is very, very obsessed with bombs. Sure. Do you know how to kill their most advanced bomb? Oh, an old friend, huh? Okay. Well, I'm glad, I think. Oh, really? Okay, well, cool. Can I meet these friends in high places so I can, Ghazi, okay. I will see if I can find this Ghazi, and we can head deep inside of Ugamoro. I think it's supposed to be like Ugamaro or something like that, but... yeah, I'll just keep pronouncing the U like a long U. It's fine. Okay, up here. This might be one of the fates that you do for one of their pieces that they have. I have all the pieces that I probably will need here, unless I suddenly happen upon needing one more coral armband. I had to use one of them for one of the fate turn-ins earlier on, but yeah, I still have plenty of them, and I doubt that I'll run into a case where there's 5 straight Sahagin quests of these, and then I still have all 5 of each of these, so... basically, I'm good in terms of the fate drops for these quests. Don't need to do those. I already did them a while ago. No, wouldn't want that to happen, no. Oh, okay. Well, sure, let's head into their workshop then. And we will see where it leads us and what we can do to blow it up. Oh, okay, apparently the fate went away. You can get to this cave normally, though, can't you? Yeah. You could just walk all the way through. Alright, well, fair enough. I guess they wanted to spawn you in here in case you couldn't get through all the elite enemies over there. I think this quest is normally like level 44 or something, so... But yeah, you can get in here without too much trouble. At least at my level you can. So this is the furnace, huh, Bago? Uh-oh. Are you sure they're not just ready to explode? Usually that's what happens when bombs are trembling. Alright, fine. I'll go find them and take care of this whole thing. You just stay here and get those crazy bombs ready. Get them ready to go boom, and I'll take care of the hard work. Alright, kobolds, I know you're out there. I know you're in these caves somewhere. But you will not pass me today. I think. Yep, they're there. Okay. Goodbye. Any more? Nope. Okay, cool. That was easy. Staples button. I don't have a staples button, unfortunately.
Yeah, I told you.
If I did, I totally would have pressed it right there, though. Okay, Bago, the coast is clear. Alright, sure. Okay, smart bombs inside. I should probably run now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go before the furnace blows up more. It appears to be slightly on fire now. So that's probably good for us, but really, really bad for Zoga. What's over here? Oh, just weapon racks, it looks like. Or spare parts. Okay. So I guess he's going to come back and get them once they're done blowing up. The way that it works is you can, what I've been doing anyway during some of the daily quests, is that the bombs can be rekindled, basically. Like, once they blow up, they leave embers everywhere. And you can take the embers back to Bago, and he can use some weird alchemy magic or whatever the hell he does and turn them back into new bombs. So... Well, I'm leaving quickly then. Let's get the hell out of here. Before Zoga decides to pay us a visit. He's probably going to pay us a visit anyway, but whatever. It's just nice being able to fly through here without being attacked by everything in sight. I think I'm doing it wrong, though. I think you're supposed to be doing these at the level when you're being attacked by everything in sight, but that's alright. I'm doing this for the story, not for the challenge of it. Yep, we took care of this furnace that did some crazy damage to Outer Lanasia. Won't be bothering anybody again. Yeah, it's probably going to be a little while. Just long enough for me to do more daily quests. I'm with you, if that makes any sense. Hello, who are you? Oh, it's his girlfriend. Great. Well, actually, that was more of my doing. So this is why he likes Skate Swiss so much, because he already gets some shit from this lady. So Skate Swiss just reminds him of her. Oh, well, that's not good. Then we need to keep sabotaging until Zoga has no more ambition. Oh my god. Yeah, sure you will. I'll believe that when I see it. The answer to that is no, and I doubt he'll ever be able to make up his own mind. Now, how about we just keep sabotaging things, because that way you don't have to fight, and you don't have to run. Damn. Yeah, I can see that. Oh boy, what am I going to do with these kobolds? Well, anyway, we've been recognized by the 789th Order now. Nice. And we can take on some new quests with them, as well as buy some new items. So let's go see what we've got here. So that craftsman wasn't available before, over there. What do you got in exchange here, friend? I don't know if there's too much different here. For some reason, and I don't know if it's the same as it was before, but for some reason, all brown dye sells like hotcakes on the market board in Goblin. When Cole did a couple of these quests just to try them out before, he bought up a little bit of all brown dye and he started selling it on the market board for like 3,000 gil a pop, and people bought them like crazy too. I have no idea why. Like, does nobody do the Kobold quests anymore or something? Like, it's really easy to just do a couple of them and then end up with the ability to purchase the dyes, but apparently people don't want to bother with that even, because, again, people would buy them from him, like, daily. He ended up buying, like, 100 bottles of it and ended up selling all of it for, like, hundreds of thousands of gil, and I'm like, really? It's dye. Like, it's not even, like, the dye that you can get that's, like, the pure dye, either. It's just dye. Like, what's the big deal? But apparently it's a big deal. I don't know, man. I guess I'm not one to judge. I made my fortune by mining, so I guess whatever pays the bills, right? Alright, what's next on the list of things to do? We gotta go do more delivery mogul quests and then see if one of them takes us to Kurthus, so we can do, just have Musosai and Momozygo look for information. So we'll go do that, because that's all we got there. But we also have this here, so let's go do this. Deputy, what have we got for me now? Little Alamigo, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I could have just gotten the letter as a notification if it was for me, but... Because it's terrible puns, boss. I'm sorry to say it. Oh, well, that's nice of her. I would assume that's why it's from her father. I will do the best I can, boss. And what's the other one? Dual personalities. I see what they did there. What do I get for it? Flint caviar. Okay. My obedient slave. You can just say it, boss. I already know it's true. Okay. Oh my god. I feel like there was a fate or something down at Candlekeep Key at one point that involved some random marauder looking for a fight and then some storm sergeants having to calm him down. I feel like I've done that fate. Oh boy. Alright, well, that's closer to home, so let's go do that first. Which one goes to Lower Lenasia here? That goes to Middle, so we don't want to go there. Let's go to the upper decks and then we'll head to Lower Lenasia. Again, I'm never going to get that right. I know I live here now, basically, but, like, it's always going to get me that I have to go to the upper decks to go to Lower Lenasia. It doesn't... My brain can't comprehend that, apparently. I don't know why this bird randomly started flying after this red mage after I started walking towards him. That's something. Some unique pet behavior or something like that? I don't know. Oh yeah, the Valentine event is over, by the way, so now all the fancy lights and sounds and stuff that are here have been taken down. I did get the glamour out of it, though. I don't know if I mentioned that the last time, but I didn't show it. I got the fancy suit out of it, so that's all you really need to know. Alright, Candlekeep Key. I probably could have sailed there too. If I went to Aleport first, and then I went to Candlekeep Key, I could have sailed there, but, well, it's alright. Okay, Conker, see you in a minute there. You know what I might end up doing is I might, if there isn't a quest anytime soon with the Delivery Moogle quests that take us directly to Kurthus, the next time we go to Gridania, I might also consider making a quick stop off in Ishgard just so I can finish up the Samurai quest there. You know, just to get it done. Okay, this is Candlekeep Key, isn't it? Oh. Well, now I feel dumb. I probably should have looked at that first. Okay, that's a little Alamigo. Alright, fine. I'll go back, and then we'll have to come all the way back here. Now I probably will use the Aleport thing, where I go to Aleport and then I go to Candlekeep Key. If I do that. Yeah, I was assuming that I would have to go straight to the key, but apparently not. Down here, okay. We're just passing by all the quests I can't take yet, because that one right there that I just passed is for the Dancer quests, which, again, can't take those yet. But, oh well. I see he's generated a bit of a crowd. Hi there. No, yeah, you don't owe me any coin, but you might want to take a look at this parchment, sir. Oh, boy. Well, what do you... Oh, okay. So he's going straight to the Drowning Wench instead of the key. Alright. Then I guess I better go up there then, make sure these two duke it out, but not to the point where it gets crazy. It's all fine and good saying you're a pirate and drinking grog, but when you start disrupting the peace of this place, you answer to me. You probably literally do at this point. I am a storm captain after all. So. Then again, usually a captain has more pressing issues than taking care of common townsfolk problems, doesn't he? Well, anyway. Is that why you're standing so close to him? Well, alright then, I don't think I can judge there, but whatever. Oh boy. Okay then. If he's asking me to judge in a contest of beauty, I literally cannot, because I don't see beauty in a bunch of polygons. So, at the worst, what's going to happen is I'm going to play eeny, meeny, miny, mo here. Alright, what's going on here? Are we talking about the two ladies that are like the entrance agents or something that are over here? Who, those two? Right. Well, good for you. I can't say I've ever seen that in them. I've done like 2 quests for them. Well, I'm glad they at least remembered you. I couldn't tell you, man. Do you want me to go talk to them for you? Like... Alright, hi. Oh, wrong one. Hi. Man, these guys are looking for everything. Yeah, that would be rather nice. I don't know why they're roping me into this. You see, I already knew this. I think they mentioned it in a quest previously, because they're basically members of... I wasn't sure if it was members of the Maelstrom or the Yellow Jackets, or if the Yellow Jackets are Maelstrom members and it's just a separate sect of them, or what the case was, but I knew they were basically military, so... Like a few drunken pirates, I would guess. Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess that works out. Well, I hate to burst his bubble, but I think I'm gonna have to. Well, yeah, you're a criminal, sir. They probably want to take you in for questioning. Oh, dear God. I guess they have a couple of fans. Or one fan, at least. We're gonna get there, and it's gonna be the exact same situation, isn't it? Let me see here. Okay, just at the Fisherman's Guild. Alright. It's gonna be like 2 Lalafell now or something, isn't it? I'm just getting that feeling. I'm getting that spidey sense tingling in the back of my head saying it's gonna be 2 Lalafell now, and then I'm gonna have to look at the guy and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Well, he's looking directly at Sisipu, and she's the head of the Fisherman's Guild, so... Yeah, uh-huh. How did I know? Why didn't you just talk to the Keycurn? They give you halfway decent deals no matter what, because they can barely get any cash in this god's forsaken city. I learned how to fish from her. Well, then maybe you should become a fisher. I think she would appreciate it more than you skulking in the background. I've already spent a moment with her. She's literally the fishing teacher. Well, her and Wallalago over here are the fishing teacher, but Wallalago likes to spend his time over here messing around with a bunch of other piratey people and other fishers instead of sitting in the guild actually taking care of the important stuff. So... And to each his own. I mean, whatever. If he's the guild master, he can do what he wants. I don't care. I'm just saying Sisipu seems like the one that actually does all the hard work around here. Meanwhile, the rest of the time is left for Wallalago to go fishing. Oh no, no marlins lately. I did catch a pretty big cat killer, though, back in Ishgard a while ago. It's cool that she actually recognizes you if you've done the guild quests there. I don't know if that's the case, like, if you didn't do the guild quests, like what she would say otherwise, but yeah. I've done the Fisherman's Guild quest up to level 60, so, again, it's cool that she recognizes you for it. Oh, just his usual antics, I'm sure. He seems to think you're an angel from heaven or something. Yeah. That's true, and I would really hope that we don't see a mud skipper the size of the marlin that I caught for you guys. Thing was the size of a small boat, man. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't think even I can manage that, and I can do quite a few things simultaneously, so... At least in the game. In real life, I'm pretty damn bad at multitasking. Well, Anselm, I think you have your answer. Believe it or not, I've already talked with her previously, and she's just as down to earth as she used to be. Oh, God. You want me to pick between the two of them? I'm already biased, though. One of them was literally my fishing teacher. I would have to pick her over the twins any day of the week. Well, I guess they're going to find out. If they actually make me choose. I'm going to have to find out in a second. So? I really hope this is interrupting it so I don't actually have to choose. Who's there? Is that your captain? I think if I remember right, she's the captain that sits in one of the bar areas up on the upper decks. If you start in Limsa, you can do a few or not actually if you start there, but there's like a level 4 quest or something that teaches you about emotes that you do with her. Again, if I remember right. I'm not 100% sure about that. Well, she's got a point. If you're going to be a pirate, you got to do things the pirate way. Sorry, excuse me. Well, I'm glad that settled that. Who's there now? I mean, probably. Who's this guy? Or, yeah, guy. I wasn't sure if it was an elven female or male at first. Yeah, what are all the pirate captains doing in town? She just called him a scrote. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 12 on the inside. That just kills me. Welcome back, Conquer. Was hoping to do something for a bit. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully it's all done with then for you. Huh. I mean, you're probably right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think the captain here was thinking to take her hand in marriage or anything. Well, you need to go to the, what is it called in One Piece? The Grand Line? I think that's what it's called. If you want to be a pirate king, you need to go to the Grand Line then, man. Only when you find the Grand Line treasure can you be worthy in her eyes. It is the Grand Line? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's been like 15 years since I watched One Piece, so my knowledge is a little fuzzy. Well, at least you're having a good time then. That would be fair. Oh, here we go. Oh, brother. Alright, well, I'm glad that you settled this like pirates then. Bye. What a strange duo. Well, either way, we finished up the quest, so that's good. Got whatever that caviar thing is, and we leveled up! Wait for it. There it is. Kinda. We're carrier level 14 now. Very good. And flint caviar. Well, I didn't eat my sauteed coral yet, so we'll eat that in a minute, but let's try this caviar first. Eh. It's alright. It's not my favorite thing. Let's wash it down with something. That's a little better. And everybody's got to stay hydrated, so we'll do that too. Alright. What's the next quest on our list? Little Alamigo. Okay. Let's go to the airship landing then. Somewhat recently been reading the manga online, so it's still kind of fresh in your mind. Okay, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, straight to Holda. There is a new fate, actually, or not fate, Gold Saucer fate, so a gate at the Gold Saucer that just dropped, I think, in the most recent patch. It's, you go onto the stage where you normally do the Typhon Gate, and it's a guy from Stormblood. I forget what dungeon he's in exactly, but it's Yojimbo. And you may recognize Yojimbo because he's a kind of a mainstay in a lot of the Final Fantasies, but his incarnation here, he pulls up bamboo pillars on the stage and you have to run away from them before they hit you. And there's no, like, in most of the cases, there's no telegraph to say where the bamboo pillars will fall. So it's pretty hectic, actually. I've only managed to get to, like, stage 3 out of it, out of the few times that I've done it, so. But you get pretty good Gold Saucer currency for doing it. You get, like, 1,000 for each round you last, so. It's pretty fun. It's a little more involved than I expected. The first time I did it, I literally sat there like I do in the Typhon Gate. And then he started slicing like a million different places. I sat there and watched the remainder of it, and it's like 5 minutes long. I'm like, holy crap, this is very involved. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see here. We want to go to Little Alamigo. I could just go there, like, walk there, but that's alright. We can just do this. This will work too. Just knock these quests out a little at a time, and if it means I have to teleport a few places to do it, that's not a big deal. Alright, so the person I'm looking for is over here somewhere. Oh, I also found something out that's interesting as well. The mask that the Chocobo Keepers have, this little Chocobo mask here, you can actually get that as a glamour item later on in the game, but you need to do something like really excessive with the Chocobo races in order to do that. Like, you need to get your Chocobo to a certain rank, and in order to get it to a certain rank, you have to read them like a lot, and it's quite a process, basically. So I don't think we're ever going to be doing that, unfortunately. We still haven't shown Chocobo racing, though, on screen, so maybe one of these days we'll go do it. I don't know. Yeah, why walk when you can teleport? Yeah, that's fair. And, I mean, admittedly, I'd just be driving anyway, so if I'm going to sit there and not do anything, I might as well just let the ether currents take me, you know? So. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? I think the last time we spoke was when we were taking care of the remedies around here the first time I got here. God, it's been a long time. Yeah, you might want to see this. Hopefully it's not as grave as the Post-Moogle is making it sound like. It is as grave as he was making it sound like. That's not good. What do you suppose that could be? Oh, okay. Where do you get these vetch roots? Zanrak, huh? Okay. Yeah, let me go do the heavy lifting here. And I will help you do it then. Because I've actually been to Zanrak, not recently, but I was there for the Amalja quest, and it's well, it's not actually really that bad down there, but for her, it would be pretty bad, because, well, she's an alchemist. She can't really fight the Amalja that are down there, so. Whoops. There we go. Alright, back into the desert we go. It has been a while, hasn't it? Let's see where in Zanrak these things spawn at. Here we go. I figured we were going to have to go, like, up on the hills or something, but apparently the vetch is just here. Apparently this grass is more important than it seems like at first glance. What just spawned next? Holy crap, hello. Aspidochelon. That's a big turtle. Let's not stand downwind of him. Pardon me, sir. I'm just going to grab these grasses that you most likely eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's probably why this place is so barren. You probably eat it out of house and home. Whatever. I managed to get away without the Aspidochelon noticing me, probably because I was too high of a level for the fate to even, start aggroing to me, so. That's probably a good thing. I'm going to go this way. Go up and around. There's two ways to go up and around here, and either one probably will be a bit roundabout. So let's go to the left. Whoops. Should be able to get in through here, not too far away from where she is. Yep, there we go. Not Gun the Bald Hihira. There we go. Well, I happened to find a few of them. Here you go. Oh, he's in Highbridge? I feel like I know who she's talking about, actually. Because I think there is some guy that's over there that I've done quests for. Let's go find out. Because there is a Lalafell that's not, like, that was there that we did quests for, like, back in the... I want to say back around the, like, 40s in level or something like that. It's been, again, it's been a while. Let's follow this person on a floating chair. Ah, they don't appear to have a riding map, though. I have a riding map for every zone here, as you can see here. You can get these riding maps with allied seals in the game, and they increase your speed quite a bit, surprisingly. I also got all the ones for Ishgard while I was at it. Don't have ones for here yet, but yeah, I thought it was Hihibaru. I didn't know the name exactly, but here he is. But yeah, the ones that are in like Erebania and all of that stuff are the ones for Stormblood, and I don't have those yet, nor do I have the ones for the Far East. But here's the thing about the Far East. They also use the Centurio seals as their currency for their maps, their riding maps and stuff. So when we get there, ideally the shop in Ralgir's Reach will be open immediately, and I can purchase a riding map as soon as I get there, so I can essentially have fast movement speed while walking, while mounted. At the beginning of Stormblood without having to get the mount speed increase from doing quests. And then when I do quests, I'll be super fast. So I have prepared accordingly. Unfortunately, I can't do the same in Shadowbringers because they changed the seal currency in Shadowbringers. Makes sense. It's a completely different area. But yeah, we'll do the best we can with that when we get there. Well, you might be the one bound for the Lich Yard at the rate you're going, sir. I heard... yeah. Okay, maybe it's not you. I'm feeling like I got bamboozled or something. Oh, so he's bamboozling her. Unless he's just being honest now for the first time in his life. I don't think it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. It's more of an acute stress hernia. Oh, she's going to throw you off a cliff here, man, at the rate we're going. Oh, boy. Try telling that to the people who have tapeworms in their stomach, man. If the tapeworm burrows in far enough, they will die from it. Then again, usually tapeworms are in the intestines, I think, so maybe I'm misspeaking. Just a parasite in your stomach, that would kill you. Oh, a gift, huh? Tell it to him proud. Man. I think you fucked up, sir. You scared the shit out of her with that letter, and you really shouldn't have. Yeah. Let's hope she ran towards town. Oh, that's not good. Well, okay, that I can do. I will be back in a moment. Why would you run straight south into an Amaljan encampment? I guess, you know, if you're just kind of running off, not thinking like she was, it makes sense. Hey, Steve.
Didn't really get much fun.
No.
Kind of run around, was riding around with Dad running errands.
Oh, okay. I think the Amalja encampment is normally further to the south, but whatever. To use my all-terrain vehicle to get there. You know, it's definitely not supposed to be an all-terrain vehicle. Yeah, I guess it's good that he realized he messed up, yeah. So it's not just like it's being played for laughs. It's actually going to be used for something productive, which is good. Okay, this is not going to be allowed. Let's take care of things here. It's funny, though, because it's like, apparently I picked the correct quest to do, because Samurai's got this whole thing where it's like a wandering swordsman dispensing justice wherever evil is found. Meanwhile, I'm here doing the delivery Moogle quest, and that's pretty much exactly what I'm doing, wandering around and dispensing justice for people that need it. So I guess I picked the right class, or job. Alright, Hihira, you okay? Yeah, it probably wasn't very smart, but you probably weren't thinking straight either. Okay, I'll go do it, and then I'll meet you back there. Yeah, I kind of figured that wasn't the end of the quest. She was going to have me return to her before I move on with my deliveries. Take the easier route than the one that I did this last time. Because I definitely took the long way around just a minute ago. Guess I don't know this desert as well as I thought. That's okay, though. Well, she's actually fine. She just went back to Little Alamigo after I rescued her from a couple of Malja. Oh, you actually decided to try it? Well, maybe if you kept in contact with her a little more often, you would know this stuff. She's only one screen away, man. Come on now. Oh, dear God. Well, I'm glad you're at least thinking of it that way, rather than just thinking of lining your own pockets. Okay, I don't know what good it's going to do, but I'll try. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you definitely messed up in that department, man. Yeah, you seem like you don't really know how to talk to your daughter very well. Well, that's because she wanted to prove you wrong. You know that, right? Okay, will do. Let's hope it works. Alright, let's go back to Little Alamigo and give her this keepsake. And see how this little mini story ends. Alright. Let's see. She is right behind me. Cool. Well, Hihira, I've got hopefully better news than you expected. Well, he didn't really say much, but he did tell me to give you this. I know I'm lying a little bit there, but I think it's probably for the best. He mentioned it was a keepsake of your mother's. Yeah, and that he was proud of you. Well, she was right, you know. Sounds like she had a pretty good impression on you, then. Yeah, I can imagine. his information and merchant network would come in handy for getting the message out anyway, even if it's, not necessarily the most ideal situation. Well, it sounds like you've got your plans all in place. I hope you will, and hopefully it'll be on better terms than it was the last time you talked. That was nice. That was a nice little miniature quest there. I liked the little bit of character development they gave them. And we leveled up. Question mark. Again, we're carrier level 15 now. 10 more to go. Okay, and we got some mold tea out of it. I might as well give it a shot. Let's look at what the item description is for it. I don't know what the difference is between mold tea and regular tea, so let's take a look. A pungent infusion brewed from several exotic spices and herbs, enjoyed in the Sultanate of Ulda. I'm going to regret putting this in my mouth, aren't I? It wasn't as bad as I was thinking, but I'm definitely chasing it with water. Good lord, man. They said pungent, they meant it. It wasn't bad, it was just really, really effervescent. Those might be two separate things, though, but whatever. I'm just trying to roleplay drinking tea, man. Incidentally, Conquer, by the way, I should show you this in case you decide to do the free trial for yourself. If you go to the merchants area for any of the 3 city-states, and this is actually a good pointer for anybody who's starting the game. I don't know why you're watching the Stormblood expansion if you're just starting the game. You'd think you'd be looking up a Realm Reborn or Shadowbringers. But you want to look for a tradecraft supplier or somebody that sells food materials and get yourself some mineral water. Because mineral water gives you 3% extra experience for 30 minutes just by drinking it, and it's 4 gil. So it's really... You'd be surprised how much of a difference 3% extra experience makes when you're leveling up, but usually it'll save you, like, after a certain amount of time, it starts saving you trips to dungeons over the course of the game, so probably by level 30 it's probably saved you, like, a dungeon or two just from the 3%, so definitely a good pointer, definitely worthwhile to grab some water for yourself. Stay hydrated. It's always a good idea. Alright, we got a few quests to take here. This one looks like it's taking us back to Gridania, so that will be good. And apparently there's a lot of different things that we can get here, including bacon bread! I don't know which one I'm going to take yet, but we'll see. Have to keep that in mind. It's, like I said, it's a pretty good pointer. I didn't know that myself when I first started, but it's... Now, normally other food items will give you some extra bonuses and stuff to your stats as well, but if you don't have the money to get those other food sources yet that give you those extra stats, just get water, because the water is better than nothing at all, you know? Oh, okay. So how am I going to find a traveling merchant if they don't have an address box? Oh, okay. I know where that is. That'll be fairly easy. Alright, let's grab this one. This one's in Raincatcher Gully. That is right here in Lenasia. Oh. What did he say? Actually, I think I know the person that you're talking about. He is a bit on the crazy side, but that's because he lives out in the woods by himself, so... Oh, okay. Where are we going for this one? This looks like Ulda. Crumpled up in the bottom of my post bag that I forgot to deliver for weeks. Oh, the brass blades. Okay. Where's it going to? Oh, okay. I was going to say, it looked like the person in the thing there looked like the receptionist that the thaumaturge just killed, so... Okay, so we got one here, we got one in Gridania, and we got one in Ulda. Got it. Let me see. We will probably go do the one here first. So, let's go upstairs, and then we will just teleport over to the Fisherman's Guild. I probably could have just walked there from here, but it's alright. We'll go this way instead. Incidentally, Conquer, did you do any more research in figuring out which class you wanted to start as there? Just curious, after all. Just figured if you decide to get the game, I would be interested to hear your impressions of it, and also what you ended up picking as your starting class. Because it's a different experience depending on what you pick, obviously. So I would personally say just pick the one that sounds the most appealing to you, but also that could be one that isn't available immediately, so I don't know how good of advice that actually is. I've been in a situation before where I was driving down the pier there, and the camera actually got stuck on the pier, so it like pulled all the way out on me until I got to the end of the pier, and then it popped back into place, like it snapped back in, so. Not yet, was dealing with your sister yesterday, even during the stream. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that's fair enough. You can research it when you have yourself some free time. I just figured I'd ask, after dispensing a little bit of, telling you what classes were available right away yesterday. I'm going to say dispensing of a little knowledge, but it wasn't really anything more than saying what classes were available to start with, so I don't know how knowledgeable you'd have to be to actually say something like that. Okay, let's see. Where is... I think I know where this guy is. He's off in the corner there, right? Yeah. Okay. Then that is where we will go. I think I might want to go this way, though. Going off-road again. But that's fine. Not up there, though. I'm going to go this way. Up here. And then over this way. Past all the Gooboos and the Gigantoads, and eventually we'll arrive in his little hut off on the side here. Yep. It's, oh, that's my car. Hold on. More of a treehouse than a hut, I guess. Are you the one that, oh, no, you're not the one that sent it, but apparently it is addressed to you. All right. Do you dream of rain? The ones you killed. That's terrifying. Oh, okay. Where's home for you? I figured this was home for you. This guy always needs someone to help him with something that sends him into a panic, doesn't he? Alright, let's go get his life savings then. I don't know why he buried it out amongst the rocks and stuff. You'd think that it would get a little soggy, but whatever. I think you'll get the trial once you can upgrade or make a better computer, since the one you have is pretty old at this point, having only gotten a somewhat recent graphics card. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Gotta make sure the computer can run it relatively smoothly, after all. If that doesn't happen anytime soon, though, know that, again, I think I might have mentioned it, but I may not as well. There is cross-platform play, because the game is available for the PS4 as well, so... I don't want to push you into buying it before you're ready. I'm just letting you know that you have some options when you decide to purchase it, so... And also, if you, another bit of advice that I can give you is that if you feel a little bit discouraged by the MMO sameness of the quests that you do up to level 30, don't worry about it, because there is, it gets better. It just takes a little while to get to the better part, that's all. So, oh, excuse me, good lord. True, though, I think it preferred play on PC than PS4. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. Whichever one you feel like would be best. I don't know. I feel like it might actually be a little bit more difficult for me to play this on PS4 just because I don't know how you'd handle the hotbars with a controller. I'm pretty sure Yugman does because he plays it on the PS4, but like I said, whichever one is most comfortable for whomever wants to play it. I find this fairly comfortable, but Okay, so wait, what's supposed to be in there? Because it's apparently not. Unless you're just having a weird nightmare. Are you saying you're a former Garlean? That's what I glean from that, anyway. Abandoned house in Lower Lenasia. Oh, yeah, I know the House of Styx. Okay. I don't know if there's a good teleport spot to that, though. From here. Let me see where we end up if we go here. That leads to Lower Lenasia. Oh, okay, that's like right there. All right. Well, then that shouldn't be too much of a problem to get to. I was thinking we were going to be going down and all the way around through Middle Lenasia, but apparently not. So... Probably be like holding a trigger button plus pressing another button or something to access the hotbar. At least that's your guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Like if you held like R1 and pressed, I don't know, like up, down, left, or right, you could access the one on the left side of the hotbar. Or like if you press triangle, circle, square, or X, you press the one on the right side. I don't know. I'd have to look into it a little more. Apparently, Drest wasn't lying though. It wasn't just the ghosts of his dreams haunting him. It was apparently whoever this person's supposed to be. I thought that was a dessert dash, but... I don't know what the hell you're all talking about, but I'm about to go rescue Drest, so... And you ought to pick your enemies more carefully, because you're about to make an enemy out of me, and that's not what you want to do. Yeah, these apparently are Garlean soldiers, which just... okay. Watch out, Drest. There we go. You alright there? That got a little hairy, huh? Something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know, man.
What are you doing tomorrow? I got some chicken and rib tickets I gotta sell you. Run, say if you want to help take care of it.
Okay, well, I'm glad for you. Would they, like, moor you off the coast to Costa del Sol or something? Yeah, dying and starting over, right?
So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
They won't kill me for that. I've had plenty of run-ins with Garlean soldiers, man. Trust me, I can handle myself.
Okay, well then I'll catch up with you tomorrow. And then if you get...
Well, yeah, but remember, just because you're barely a person, there's still a person in there. Well, that's because you were shipwrecked, man. You've got serious PTSD, coupled with the fact that your entire regiment died, coupled with the fact that you've been having to live out in the wilderness alone for 3 years. You got some serious mental health issues, my friend. That's why you have some troubles. Meanwhile, I've got a fresh and clear brain, so... I would think so. Yeah, you got to take that first step, man. You got to decide which foot to move first. That's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself, though, man. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you at some point. I think they'll be completely surprised, but it'll probably be a good surprise. I hope, anyway. Ideally, he won't walk in the front door of Garlemald and they won't shoot him on sight for deserting. I don't know, man. That's something he's going to have to figure out for himself. Meanwhile, we leveled up question mark to level 16 carrier. Good. All right, what's next? We have, this one is in Ul'dah at the Thaumaturge's Guild, and this one is, I would assume, in Gridania. Black Shroud. Let's see. That is... Oh, okay. That, yeah, right at Sweep Pier. Okay. That's fine. Let's go to Ul'dah first, then. Okay. I don't even have to use an Aetheryte ticket to get there. Awesome. It's kind of surprising, but I think it might have to do with my free company. One of the bonuses that a free company can stick for all of its members is the... a bonus that decreases your teleport prices by something crazy like 30% or something. It's really, really good. So, saves a lot of money. Not that I need to save the money. I already have Aetheryte tickets to do that, but with this, it's even more so. So, for some reason, dress kind of reminded you of Raiden. Probably the hair. Yeah, probably the hair and the eye patch there. He doesn't have like the, you know, the bandage over the eye, but it's still pretty close, I think. So what would have happened to Raiden if he had escaped from the facility that was turning him into a cyborg and just had to live out in the wilderness the whole time? Kogabuki, hello. No, not exactly. I'm already delving pretty deep into that while I wandered through Palace of the Dead, wondering what kind of deep, dark secrets it holds. But I do have a letter for you. Oh, okay, that's a different thing than I thought altogether. I didn't expect the receptionist to be investigated. Oh boy. Right, we sort of found out what Anoxius was last time when they were talking about the Lancer there, but they never directly explained it. So Anoxius is a prisoner, and he fights until his debt is repaid, or he dies. So, very similar to like a Gothic-style prisoner. So, I think he's probably referring to a quest from the 1.0 days, though, when he's talking about this. I would have to look back at 1.0, but I would guess that. Okay, so what's my role in this? Carrying out an entire investigation on my own? What does this look like, the Hildebrand quests? Okay, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, it pretty much just was, the reason why I ended up taking on Thaumaturge and Black Mage was basically just to look at how the class was while Cole was abstaining from playing the game for a little while. He was trying to like hold himself from playing the game too much before we started so he could be, you know, not burnt out when we got to that point. Excuse me. But it ended up basically being my class that I used in Palace of the Dead the whole time while I was moving down the floors, so... Got to learn the class pretty okay from it. Like I said last time, though, I don't think it's my bag. I think I like moving when I'm casting, and Black Mage definitely does not like to move that much. Oh, okay. I was going to say, are you talking to me, or... Well, she's a pretty good receptionist, man. She's doing her job pretty well if she keeps people like you out, who apparently don't have any knowledge of the arcane. Well, what was the problem? Is he giving you trouble there, receptionist?
Huh? Said he's gonna take a bunch?
A pastime? Black magic? Try having them walk outside and looking at the Gigantoads. When they can stare deeply into the soul of a Gigantoad without getting scared shitless, maybe then they can start appreciating the finer points of thaumaturgy. This is not a pastime. It's actually in the quest line for the Black Mage's quest line there, where people engage in black magic. Well, it isn't really as a pastime. It's more of a cult situation, but they don't have the fine tune powers of black magic, they can't focus it correctly. So they end up killing themselves from the inside out. They quite literally burn themselves and burn their organs to a crisp from the inside out from using black magic. It's pretty gruesome. Oh, so you're a veteran then. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, we actually talked a little bit about that with the Edda quests last time when we were discussing them, and how her novice's eye and her enthusiasm sort of did turn into an all-consuming thing. So... Well, I'm not going to report you. I'm just going to tell him what transpired. One of these days you'll get it right. Apparently she has trouble with all of the different... Makes sense because, I mean, look, there's the guild master over here, and then there's these four bozos, which are the younger brothers. So, like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to keep it straight either, I'll be honest, even if I worked with them. Coco something, come over here. Coco number 1. Yeah, she's probably doing them a favor. I don't know if that's the case. Well, I'm glad that you've got some good quality recruits, but... Okay. I'll see what I can do. Got to get some gossip then around the guild. What does that mean? Oh. Wonder what that's all about. He sounds pretty skilled. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Perhaps that was to a fault, though. Anybody else around here that needs talking to? Ah, okay. Didn't realize one of the brothers was going to be one of those people to talk to. That could be. That's fair enough. Alright, let's go see who else has got some things to say about their prelate, or prelate? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Receptionist. I'll just stick with receptionist. It's easier. I was going to say, what's this guy got to do with this? This is the guy that, this is way, way back in the day, like back probably around the first episode when I was doing odd jobs around the town. He said he was good for the money. He gave me some ring saying, oh, you can sell this so that I can have the money to pay the debtors. And then we took the ring to be appraised, and the ring was completely worthless. So he basically pulled the fast one on us, just like everyone else in Ul'dah in the first couple episodes. Okay, wonder what she was doing. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it's more than I gleaned from the other three, so I guess that's what we should probably go tell the guildmaster then. Let's go see what he has to say about this. Well, not too much, but she has been visiting the Noxious for some reason. Probably going to visit her old master. Oh boy. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, that's what they were telling me. Oh, okay. That will help a little bit then. Let's go take a look at what she took. The Cry from the Depths. Okay. Yeah, it would have, Nitro. It would have. But in an MMO this big, I can kind of see why they wouldn't have everybody particularly voicing everything. You know what I mean? That's a lot of data that they would have to have in the game at all times. But yeah, I get it. It would be nice though. And hello, Nitro. How you doing? Okay, the Yawning Abyss is also missing. What else we got here? The Lesser Key of Thal. And last but not least, what do we got in here? The Troth of Kings. Okay. Don't know what those particular books have to say or do with arcane magics, but maybe he'll be able to tell me a little better. Oh, okay. Yeah, he could probably use it to bring about some dread spell or something. Oh, that doesn't seem like a very good use of the guild's funds. Jeez. Uh-huh. Well, we're going to find out what's in there. Okay, fair enough. She must work the night shift because it just turned to 6 o'clock in the morning. Then again, she's here 24 hours a day anyway, so why to take that out? Don't need that. Alright, now how do you expect somebody to read all of that in a tell if you just leave it all like that? Like, that was a lot of text that you just put in there. I don't know what the hell this is all about. Open lounge night at Reverie by the Halcyon Assembly. You'll forgive me if I pass on that. Sorry, guys. Not exactly my cup of tea. Receptionist, hello. How funny to see you again around here. Okay, well. But your shift doesn't start for 12 more hours. Oh boy. Now I can't believe that you'd do it either, but you gotta tell the truth here, or else they're never gonna stop hunting you for it. Okay, so what about the missing books? Well, it doesn't matter if he has passion for his previous studies or not. He has to pay his debt before he can get out, so... Yeah, evidently. Well, it sounds like you've been doing a pretty good job of being a receptionist despite anything that you might be feeling. Right. Right, well that makes sense. Well, she might secretly be an astrologer, that could be the case. being able to divine a man's fate at a glance sounds like an astrologian, unless astrologians are there to change the fate of a person, not necessarily just divine them. But I always assumed that the cards they were using were more like tarot cards, where they can actually quite literally divine a person's fate, predict a person's fate, like an oracle, basically. Well, that is fair. Okay, you can go home now. You're not accused of treason anymore. Well, good. Oh, okay, fair enough. You guys go do that. I have further quests to go do myself. But I will come back and see you at some point. Probably off-screen, because I'm not doing thaumaturgy or black magic on-screen. But what I am doing on-screen is leveling up, to carrier level 17. And we still have this one to go do, and that is in the East Shroud. So let me go to the airship landing real quick, and we will go from there. Hey, Joker, how's it going there? Welcome back. We are knee-deep in delivering a whole bunch of letters all over the place in this game. I caught your comment, by the way, on the first episode of the Gothic 2 stream there. I just haven't had a chance to reply to it yet. But I was just gonna, when I was gonna reply to it, I was just gonna say, well, rest assured on two things. One, I was also not a big fan of the back seating, and two, it won't happen in Gothic 3. I have a very specific way of dealing with it in Gothic 3 that will ideally make things a lot better and a lot less back seating going on when I'm doing that. So no, I completely understand, because believe me, it took me 15 episodes. I thought I could keep it to myself, and when you get to the, I think it was either the 15th or the 16th stream, like, I quite literally lost my shit at one of the people in the audience because of all the back seating. So we, of course, at the end, I talked to him on Discord afterwards, and we were fine. It was all good, but I was not happy. Understandably so, but I was not happy either. So yeah, just trust me on that. When we get to Gothic 3, it won't happen again. Can't wait to get to that episode. Oh, to be fair, it was probably pretty cathartic for anybody who was in the audience who didn't like all the back seating either. So, because there were a few people who were in my audience who were not exactly happy with it either, like my regular audience that watch stuff other than Gothic. So, I need to go to the Lancers Guild so I can get to the pier. Let's do that. Still watching the playthrough. Pretty polite. Well, thank you. I try to... I was taught well. My parents taught me well in terms of manners and everything like that. So I try to stay as mild-mannered as I can, but sometimes it just... sometimes you just gotta say something, you know? Sometimes you just gotta put your foot down. And I definitely put my foot down at about the 2/3 point of the Gothic 2 stream, so... Yeah, just get the demonic voice back out and tell them, stop! Go to hell! Are you trying to tell me something in particular with those words? Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm just here to deliver a letter, lady. Here you go. Oh, so... you guys haven't spoken in a while, then? Okay, so what's the problem, then? So you want me to go find her, then? In the South Shroud. Okay. Well, fair enough. I will see what I can do then. Let's see where in the South Shroud she was talking about. Let's see here. Isn't... oh, no, that's not... that's Quarrymill, right? Yeah. Is she over with those weird Coral Fist people? I don't think they're called Coral Fist. It's like Coral something. Well, we're going to find out in a second because I'm going over there. Was there, kind of got there just before, so you were mildly confused and figured out what was going on shortly after. I think that got to that particular stream just before or after Mono started to lose his shit. It was probably a bit confusing, admittedly, but it was a long time coming, and it was a bit pent up, and I just sort of lost it. It usually doesn't happen. I try to prevent myself from doing stuff like that, but sometimes, again, you just got to put your foot down, and I definitely did there. Like, hey, where'd the polite guy go? Yes, exactly. I think the person that I lost my shit to was particularly bamboozled when I did it, because I had done nothing but take all of their shit before that, and then, well, it just sort of slipped out. Coero Claw, that's what they are. Hi. I really hope you're not the sister, because I'm about to beat the shit out of you. Okay, then. Don't know what that was all about, but alright. I'm gonna use this Yukikaze. Sorry, friend. I didn't want my Mechio to go to waste. Alright, what do we got here? Another Coero Claw? Probably. What am I doing here? I don't know. What are you doing here? Getting slashed, evidently. Okay. Let's see what we got. So her sister's probably a Coero Claw hunter. That doesn't really bode well. Well, let's get to the bottom of this. That doesn't sound very nice of you. I get the feeling this is the sister, isn't it? Touch Me Not, that's her name? That's not very... That's a little bit on the nose, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go see what my dog's barking at in a minute, I think. Yeah, let's make sure she knows the name of her sister still. I don't think she's tempered, so she'll probably hear me. I do. She told me to give you this. Okay, I will give it here, but give me a moment to quiet my dog down. Hold on. Might have quieted down himself. Hold on, let's see. Neighbors again, Jaeger, really? Come on, man. I've told you not to do this. Okay. I can't tell if they're going in the house or not. I think so. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, he calmed down on his own, but only because they went in the house. One of these days it'll get through his skull that he shouldn't be barking at our neighbors. Once again, he knows them. They've been around here for as long as he's been here with us. I know they don't feed him, but, like... Come on, man. Even get it through the backseater perspective, but geez, you can't tell every single thing. Many played the shit out of Gothic and know all the secrets, but still, why watching a blind playthrough if not to enjoy also the streamer not knowing everything? That's exactly my feeling, too, is that if I know everything... Like, if I'm being told everything going in, then I'm never going to enjoy the game as much as you do by principle of the fact that I didn't learn these things myself, you know what I mean? I have to do these things. I have to fail a little bit and realize my mistakes and then continue onward to succeed if you really want me to enjoy this game that you love so much. And if you tell me the game in great detail like that, like, I'm just going to go, oh, okay, and do exactly what you say, and then not glean anything from it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to learn how to play it for myself or do anything on my own merits. I'm going to do it because someone else told me to do it, or I'm going to be pissed that they told me and then go do the exact opposite, which I definitely did a couple of times in Gothic 2, come to think of it. And I'm not going to get as much out of it as everybody else did. I think that's why I didn't like, well, it's one of many reasons why I didn't like Gothic 2 nearly as much as I liked Gothic 1, so, yeah. Like the first bandit encounter, the one that they made me reload the game? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Exactly that one, yes. So. Yeah, it was a bit of a shame. It was a bit of a shame. Yeah, certain encounters from Gothic 2 I remember very fondly, not because of the fact that I remember them fondly because they were good, but because I remember them fondly because there were specific things that I was told to do that I really didn't want to. So, totally knew it. Well, it's not really any big secret. Talk to anybody who's been around here for a little while, and they'll tell you that I was not a big fan of, not as big of a fan of Gothic 2, that's for sure. I'm hoping that Gothic 3 is better than Gothic 2 was for me. We'll see. I've heard bad things about Gothic 3, but again, I'm trying not to judge. I'm trying to judge based on the merits of the game itself rather than let someone else do it for me. So. Could use some mods, stop backseating. I could. Well, here's my thought process, basically, Joker. The reason why I'm playing Gothic is because I have a stream suggestions document that people who are in my audience can suggest a game for me to play in the future. And it was suggested by a bunch of different people in the audience that I play Gothic and then Gothic 2 and now Gothic 3. I wouldn't have played them on my own merits because I didn't know what the Gothic series was until they introduced me to it. So currently, there are 5 people who have suggested Gothic 3, and that's why it's so highly on the list. That's why it's so high on the list there. What happens with my suggestions is if enough people suggest it, it gets prioritized over the other games. It goes on a different list, and it stays there. Every other game that's on the list normally gets taken off of the list and has to be put back on after I finish a set of games. So, if people backseat a lot in the Gothic 3 streams, and then they suggest Risen, let's say, which is, I would assume, the next game they'll want to see, I will say, okay, you can suggest Risen, but you were backseating me for 20 out of the 35 episodes we played Gothic 3, so your suggestion is not going to count. If you want it to count, you're going to have to come back after the next set. So that's the way that I'm choosing to do it, is to basically make it so that, okay, you want to backseat me in this game when I explicitly tell you not to, then the next game that you want to see played is going to be a lot harder to be played, basically. Like it's gonna make it harder for your suggestions to come to fruition if you want to come on the stream, suggest me that I play these games blind, and then backseat the shit out of me. So that was the way that I chose to handle it. It's a bit hard to explain if you haven't read through the whole suggestions document, and if you want to read it, you can actually go below the stream feed and click on the Suggest a Game panel. You can read through the instructions and everything like that, and feel free to leave a suggestion for a game if you'd like as well. Just put it in the chat, put it in the Discord server, put it on YouTube, I don't care, wherever you want to put it, but yeah, you can read through it there. Gothic 2 is the best of the series, in your opinion? Gothic 1 had a better story, though. I think I would agree. Yeah, I think Gothic 1 had the better story out of the two. I really liked the atmosphere a lot in Gothic 1 as well. I felt like it was more in tune with its own thing rather than in tune with other RPGs I've played before. Admittedly, I played them out of order because Gothic 2 probably came out before a lot of them, but yeah. Anyway, let's give this letter to Desista. Earth's Gift, okay. Going a long way just to tell me all these things. Well, whatever. People need some rules. Just add the no backseating rule. Maybe with a bot that will tell a mod that could come out. People still don't know it. One of the best solutions. Yeah, and I do have a mod. My brother is technically the only mod on the stream currently, but he is a mod. I usually try to take care of those things myself, but yeah, if it gets out of hand, I'll definitely be employing the use of other people to help me out. So we shall see. The King's Law? You have a king in your Coral Claw Hunters? Well, alright then. Whatever pays the bills, I guess. Go. Wow. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So are you saying you can't actually go back then? Alright. I will do that. Okay. Is she back at the pier? Yes, she is. Okay. Let's just teleport to the Hawthorne Hut and then go straight to the pier. One last thing, Risen is better than Gothic 3, but at this point playing Gothic 3 first would have more sense. Yeah, I think someone mentioned that in the Gothic 2 streams, because I think one or two people suggested Risen, and somebody said that it wouldn't make too much sense to play Risen just yet, because I haven't finished Gothic 3. So, I don't know, man. I play them in whatever order people suggest them, but, yeah. It turned out Gothic 3 was the one that ended up staying on the list anyway, so. Because Risen was only suggested by... The way that it works, basically, is if one person suggested it, it goes on the list. And then after I pick the next set of games, the list gets cleared, so then it has to go back on the list. And that means that you have to continue returning to the streams more often than once in a blue moon in order to see your games chosen for the stream. And the person that suggested it, Risen, that is, last time, hasn't been to the streams, I think, since Gothic 2, so... And it's fine, you know, people are busy, but... Yeah, you got to come to the streams in order to keep those things on the list, basically. Just a chit-chat, nothing important. No, that's fine. I don't mind chatting about this stuff. It's cool. You're good. She is, yes. And she said it was probably the reason why she couldn't really go anywhere. His name is really King Poach. He couldn't come up with anything better. So you guys are like lions, basically, then. Yeah, that's... So he's like the alpha male. He's like a really bastardized version of a nun, and not a nun. A nun is a type of it's something in the Mikote tribes. It's like their alpha male essentially. Right. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Where are the upper paths
Okay, I'll
anyway?
eat in a little bit.
Upper paths are... That is Quarry Mill. There's Camp Tranquil. Okay, let's go to Camp Tranquil then. And see what we can do to resolve this sisterly crisis. And then I'll go to Ishgard once we're done with that whole thing. Just so I can finish up with the stuff with my sword master there, my samurai teacher, and so that they have some time while I'm doing this to glean some information from the locals in Ishgard about where evil lurks. Okay, let's see what these two are going to say to each other, because it's probably going to be, I would assume it's heartfelt, but... So you became a thief and a killer just so you wouldn't have to be a thief and a killer. Whatever. Oh boy. Okay, you guys do that, I'll hold them off. I'm pretty good at holding people off, so... Alright, where are these bastards? Here we go. You thought you could hide from me. You weren't exactly, what's it called? You weren't exactly, very secretive about it. Better be careful, you might accidentally hit one of the antelope while you're at it. There we go. Well, that takes care of that. Now, they said they'd be in Thanalin, but it looks like they're still on the same screen, so maybe they didn't make it there yet. Let's go find out. I know I'm driving with the blindfold on. I should take it off again. Figure we're probably going to get into another fight when we get here, but that's okay. As you can see, I can handle a fight. Wonder if they're keeping watch there. That was another one of the mounts. I don't think I can get that mount yet. This one that's running past me. I was going to say, I wonder if they're keeping watch over their gatherer friend there, but... Oh, this doesn't bode well. What do you mean? You have a lot of nicknames, don't you? Alright, now slow down, man. What just happened? Oh. Hi. I don't think she wants to do that anymore, man. Yeah, but that's exactly what she wanted to avoid. I don't think you could. I'm right here. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't change. I don't really know if this is an ideal solution. Well, this isn't having a very good ending, is it? Well, sorry I couldn't help with that. I don't know if I could have done any better. Well, they think what they need to think. It's a bit of a messed up little band of people they've got there. Right. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Maybe if you went to the Conjurer's Guild, you could learn how to throw rocks at them. That would probably help. Okay. You go do that, then. I think it's a pretty just cause, at the very least, so... Yeah, that didn't end very well at all, but whatever. Let's see. All these things sound like things I wouldn't want. Haddock dip, bacon broth, bacon bread, triple cream coffee. I guess I could take the coffee and just give it to Cole when he gets back on. I don't know, man, but we finished the quest, and I would imagine that means...
You could do that.
We're about to get another carrier level up. Question mark. Well, we're carrier level 18 now, so we're working our way up. Alright, I'll hold on to the coffee before we go and get another letter. Let's go to Ishgard and speak with our Sword Master. Since it's not too far away at this point. It is a little far because we're all the way in the South Shroud, but that's okay. Saw a clip, you should consider keeping the camera on. Seen a good looking guy post many more streams where you see the streamer. No homo. No, I get it, Joker. It's fine. Thank you. The only reason why I usually don't keep the camera on is because it would only be on for the PC streams. All I have right now is a shitty webcam on the top of my laptop. And if I only did it for the PC streams, which is the only time it would be feasible to keep it on, it's the only time it's in front of my face, it would deprive people when I'm playing console games because I don't have a camera to work with in that case. So maybe one day I'll change my mind when I get a better camera. Where are you anyway here? Oh, you're down in the brim. Okay. Maybe one day when I get a better camera that I can position, like, if I can position the camera up on my mic stand, I might be able to do it a little more easily with no matter what game I'm playing on or what console, but yeah, it's more of an infrastructure thing. It's more of the fact that it doesn't work with my setup on anything other than PC games, so. But I appreciate the sentiment. No problems there. Oh, he's above me, isn't he? Okay. I'll find you one of these days, guild master. He's not really the master of a guild, but you know what I mean. Same difference. Oh, Don't want to fall off the thing there. Could probably slip and break my back on this ice. Okay. Gotta be around here somewhere. There he is. What are you guys doing all the way up here? Well, down here, really. I guess it does give you a good view. Yeah, isn't Hingashi pretty colorful, though? I had an impression in my mind. Well, I'll do that, Master. I'll try to keep it as warm as I can. And just like last time, we can take the next quest if we so choose, but I'm going to wait until we actually have a reason to come back to Ishgard before I take it. It's going to take them a little bit of time to glean some information from the folks here, just like with Gridania, so let's finish up our deliveries before we do that. And easiest way to get back to Limsa from here, let's just take an airship. And then we can go do some more deliveries. Probably do, I'll try to do like another half an hour's worth, so like maybe 3 more deliveries total today. We'll see. Point is, these delivery quests will be done on Thursday, by hook or by crook, and then we'll be moving on to other things, so. Will we be moving on to the actual story of the game? Hell no, but we'll be one step closer to it at the very least, so. Okay, let's go get another letter. See what the Moogle thinks of my carrying capacity now. How we doing, boss? What else we got? Is that a cup? Not like a cup to keep water in, but like an actual, like a cup to keep your balls from getting tapped when you're wrestling? Because that's what that looks like. It's a subligar, which I guess is kind of exactly what that is, but it's more of a gladiator arena version. Oh, okay, fair enough. I wasn't going to say fish, I was going to say Costa del Sol, but alright. Yeah, I know Wawalago. I've done some fishing with him. That's pretty accurate, actually. Alright, fair enough. We'll go see what we can do for him there. Excuse me. How did beak marks get on this letter? You know, I was just in the Shroud not too long ago. You could have just given it to me when I was going there to begin with. Right. Oh, okay. Well, that explains the beak marks then. That's no good. So I'm going to take all the flack for your subordinate's incapacity to do his job. Great. Sounds like every other day in this place for me. We need to go to the Fisherman's Guild. Let's go there first. Hey, Adam. How's it going? Yeah, caught the tail end of the stream. I'm probably going to be live for about another half an hour, and then we'll be calling it a day. So, but welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. We're just working our way through a bunch of side quests. I made a little bit of a prelude to the actual content of the story in this expansion, so. Yeah, about a half an hour left there, Clunker and Adam, so. That's what we got left. At least that's my estimate, anyway. Can I get down there from here? Maybe. Oh, no, I know where this leads. Okay. I could, but I'd have to go all the way down and around, so. Probably better to just take the stairs, huh? So let's do just that. Alright, Wawalago, you floppy fish, what the hell are you doing? Just your usual stuff? Probably. Everybody's talking about that marlin that I fished up. I haven't been able to show anybody that yet. Maybe I think we need to look at a couple of the cutscenes from the things I've done off screen. I need to show you the Goldsmiths Guild cutscene for the level 50 quest, and I need to show you the marlin now because they've been talking about it like crazy this time. So, how's it all been going so far? Since I haven't been around. Not too bad there, Adam. Still working our way. Like I said, we've got a few little side things that I want to do before we do the meat and potatoes of the story here. But it's going well so far. I picked up a new class, Samurai, and I've been leveling it pretty good. We've been getting some training from a couple of the NPCs in the game, and yeah, it's all going pretty good so far. We've kept a good pace, getting through these side quests, so I'm happy with it so far. Yes, letter for you instead of... I would fish with you, but, well, the next time I need to fish with you, it's when I need to do those quests to get all those crazy hard-to-get fish that are all over the place here in the 3 city-states, and that quest is hell, so... Like, you have to wait for a specific time of day to catch the fish, but not just that. You also need it to be a specific weather type. And that is, like, complete trial and error. It's just, it's not that much fun. Ever played the old Final Fantasies? If not, doing 7 could be a good idea, not only because it's one of the best, but also because the hyped remake is coming out and people would like to watch a blind playthrough for sure. I have played... Which Final Fantasies have I not played? That would be a better question. I have not played Final Fantasy 9... 10 and 10-2, or 11 for that matter, but I don't think I'm going to get to 11 before that. So I have played every single Final Fantasy besides those 3, well, those 4 really, and I also haven't played Lightning Returns. So it wouldn't be a blind playthrough so much, but I have actually played Final Fantasy 1 for the stream. It was about a year and a half ago at this point, and I have plans to play the other Final Fantasies as well. It's just that this game is so gigantic that it's taking a little bit more time to do, and I don't want to oversaturate the schedule with a bunch of Final Fantasy, you know. So, but yeah, I will. I will at some point there, Joker. But yeah, the remake is definitely getting a lot of hype from people, that's for sure. So, I am going to wait myself until all the episodes are out, because they're cutting it up into chunks, and I would rather wait till all the chunks are in front of me before I play it. But it's definitely generating a lot of hype, that's for sure. Congrats on traveling down the way of the sword. Yes, thank you. While you were away from the stream, Adam, I studied the blade. We're still studying, but you know what I mean. Anyway. Oh, okay. Sounds like you guys are pretty good, if not friends, at least very good at keeping each other good in your trade. Huh. Okay, what kind of favor? Okay, sure, yeah, I can do that. Where on the docks exactly? Like, the Ul'Dan docks? Probably. Yeah, over by the Arcanist Guild. Okay. Let's go see if we can help out Walalago's old friend, then. Yeah, I hate the chunks thing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them cutting it up into chunks either. I can sort of understand it because it's a gigantic game that they're trying to remake, and I would imagine selling it all in one product would be just... It would probably have to be on multiple discs, even on the PS4, considering how large of a game it is and how high their ambitions are for it, but... See, the chunks thing didn't work for me when they sold Final Fantasy IV the after years, and it isn't working for me this time either, so... You know. Can't forget your Crystal Chronicles playthrough on YouTube with your brothers before you started streaming more regularly. Yes, that was also a good stream as well, yeah. That was also a very good stream. If you haven't seen the Crystal Chronicles playthrough there, Joker, I did that with my 2 brothers, and that was also a riot. A lot of fun. Hi, Cheggsy, my man. No, you're good, Joker, you're good. Also because they're trying to milk it, in your opinion. Well, they are, yeah, but it has a lot of nostalgic value for a lot of people, so it's... I don't want to excuse them making an executive business decision over something that's so nostalgic for a lot of people, but it is smart business decision for them to milk something with so much nostalgic value. So it's just, you know, it goes against it being an artwork piece and more of it's a business thing. Hopefully they don't go too far down that road, obviously, but I guess it is smart business. You don't seem like the kind of person to have sea legs, then, since you, Yeah, well, thankfully you won't need to wander all the way over there, because I'm going to give you this letter now. I don't know if that's an actual number, but okay. Oh, okay. That's not good. Gotta be lucky that you're not obnoxious then. You must have made it out of the city before your debts came back to haunt you. Okay. I don't know who he's referring to exactly. Hopefully it's not Lolorito, because that would be not good. Okay, so what do you have in your box there? Oh, I gotta go to the key? Okay. I will see what I can do then. See what's in this thing. Well, it's not particularly heavy. If it was, it would have taken me longer to interact with it, but, well, whatever. Yes, we are in fact going all the way to Candlekeep Key. Alright, we will teleport to the docks then, and then head out to the other docks. Continuing playing Persona 3 or Monster Hunter World after the stream, not sure yet. Nice, nice, Conker. I'm sure no matter which one you choose to play, you'll have something to do. That's for sure. You'll have probably a fun time. Hopefully the behemoth in Monster Hunter World doesn't start getting on your nerves again, and hopefully when you do Persona 3, you can get past that damn table. Because that table is a pain in the ass. So hopefully it doesn't do you too much dirty. Yeah, this is the fate that I was talking about before, where these two assholes were gonna... The ones we just helped, they basically are fighting over somebody here, and this Yellow Jacket's like, hey, can you help me break these two up? So, but, yeah, we're not here for that this time. We're here for helping Walago, so let's go do that. So on the plan, I'm going to go do dishes and then play Smash. Nice, Adam, nice. What am I going to do when I'm done with the stream? I'm going to go eat dinner, and then I'm probably going to go back on this game because I want to keep leveling Black Mage a little bit more. I haven't done my roulette today for that gets you the most experience in the game. It's the main scenario roulette, gives you the most. So I haven't done that yet. I'll probably do that on Black Mage. Probably try to level Samurai a little. I have to play this game as much as I can before tomorrow hits, because at midnight tonight, at least Eastern time, the patch maintenance happens for patch 5.2. So I'm playing it now so that basically, because I know that when I try to log in tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm going to have very little luck because there's going to be a lot of people in the queue to log in that want to play patch 5.2, and since I'm not going to be playing the most recent patch, I don't want to hold up the queue for that. I'd rather they get to play the game they want to play than my dumb ass, be sitting in the queue waiting for something that has nothing to do with that, you know? So, yeah. Huge Gothic fan, and time to time just replay them. One of those times is now. Just finished Gothic 1, going Gothic 2 as a Paladin, also using Liver because it's a great mod. I would assume that's how you pronounce Liver there. I'm just pronouncing, or Live, I don't know if that's it, because it's kind of French looking. I don't know. Also dishes and Smash, good you chose this order. Yeah, no, I get you. I knew what you meant there, Joker. Did you, by the way, Joker, I should ask you this. Did you get a chance to play the playable teaser for the Gothic remake that they're doing? Because I got to play it. I sent them... They have, like, that section at the end of the survey that you can take when you're done with the playable remake. And it says, well, do you have anything to tell the developers of this game? And I sent them my notes that I had from when I was playing it. It was about 3,000 words. So hopefully it came in handy for them. Hopefully they took some of it to heart, because it was not all good. It was actually, surprisingly enough, mostly bad. But I saw the potential, and I wanted to make sure they knew that there was potential. It was just amongst a bunch of other things that could be corrected. So, EX Behemoth isn't available as the event isn't currently available for PC, possibly for console either. For P3, trying to get a Persona with Medea Rama because your party needs more healing than Medea. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, he made you start fishing. That's hilarious. Well, whatever's in it, it's supposedly going to help you catch something. Really? Okay. So is it actually going to help you catch this fish then? Fair enough. You need a manta ray? Let's just hope he doesn't fish up the Kraken again. This beach line was where I fought the Kraken in the first Blue Mage quest, and I had to beat him up with a stick. It was kind of funny, actually, but it was also probably not a lot of fun for my character. No, I don't know about that. Another thing about Wawalago, he seems to like doing... It's not alliteration, because I think alliteration is with vowels, but it's basically like whatever alliteration is except for consonants. I don't remember the exact term for that, but he likes to have his words have the same first letter, basically, like money-making machinations and mellow your mind, that sort of thing. It's sort of a running joke. Oh, okay. How am I going to catch it for you? Should I go on Fisher? Oh boy. An anchovy? Okay. I'll see what I can do. Do I have the materials to catch him a Lominsan anchovy? I probably do if I fish for them. Well, excuse the bathing suit there, friends. I just need to go acquire a little bit of bait before we go fishing. I think the merchant here will have a little bit of bait somewhere. We'll have to see. Where is the merchant anyway? Over here. Okay. If I want to fish up an anchovy, I think I need a lugworm, I want to say. I don't know if these will do. I'd have to look it up. Saw some walkthrough, not interested or better, not hyped, have mixed feelings. On a side note, it's not gothic. On the other, it has great potential, especially if they listen to the community. Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll listen to the community on it a little bit more, because I think that would provide, would make the game a lot better for it. Because basically the gist of the main argument that I had in my notes was that when I hear that they want to create a remade version of Gothic, the community behind Gothic is very, very... It's like a cult following, right? So they have a very specific worldview of how they would want the remake to go. If you make the remake and it's not up to their standards, and then they're gonna kill you. So when you make the remake, you have to be thinking of Gothic 1 all the time. Like, eat, sleep, drink, and breathe Gothic 1 in order to create the remake that they want. The game that they gave me, the playable teaser that they gave me, felt more like they wanted to go and play Tomb Raider or an Assassin's Creed game or something like that, or instead of playing Gothic 1 again. That was the impression that I got, and I told them this in my notes. I says, honestly, guys, because it doesn't feel like you want to go play Gothic 1 again. It feels like you want to go play Tomb Raider again. So if you want to make a Tomb Raider game, go make a Tomb Raider game. If you want to make a Gothic game, you need to like think a little more about how it could be a Gothic game instead. So maybe it's a little harsh, but I've been told I'm a bit of a harsh critic, so I'm not really shocked. Okay, let's see if we can fish up this anchovy. Shouldn't be too hard. That's true, the guys that made the Sonic movie listened, and the results apparently are going to be a lot better because of it, so. Okay, Adam, see you in a minute. Oh, there we go. I don't think that's an anchovy, though. It's pulling a little too hard to be one. I may need to go get different bait. A tiger cod. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for at all. Alright, we'll try 4 more times, and then if I can't get an anchovy, I'll just go back to the guild and I'll get some crappy worms or something that I can use to fish up some stuff. When you're fishing, you have to be a little careful because you have to use either ocean bait or freshwater bait, depending on where you're fishing. In this case, we need ocean bait, obviously. This might be an anchovy. It only pulled slightly. Let's see. Pebble crab? Nope, not what I want. Yeah, I don't know the exact bait table for the fish that are here, so I would have to look it up on like a guide or something to see exactly what fish are available with which bait. But, oh, that's not going to be an anchovy. Again, pulling a little too hard. Flounder, no thank you. Catch and release! But fishing is a patience game as well in this game. It is in real life, so it makes sense that it would be here too. Then again, I've done it so often now in the game that it really doesn't bug me all that much. It's very relaxing because you can kind of just sit here and chat or do something else. Like, honestly, when I'm fishing in this game, I'm looking at my phone, I'm watching other videos on YouTube in the background, I'm doing everything but looking at the thing. All I got to do is see the top of the rod go like that, and then, hey, press a button. There you go. You've got a fish. So, I find it relaxing. And we got it on the last piece of bait. Awesome. Quit is shift 6, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like real fishing, yeah. So, I think I need to be on an actual combat class, though, to hand in this anchovy, so let's do this. There we go. Now I can hand it in. Well, thankfully, I did manage to pick it up with your teachings there, Wawalago, so hopefully your new pupil there managed to grab something. Apparently not. I don't know about that. You could always try to become a new fisher. That's a fair point. Well, that's normal for fishers. Sometimes you catch nothing. I think you've got a future in it there, my friend. I mean, look at him go. He's just sitting here talking to you, and he's already fished something up. Like, see? It's a good little pastime. Well, apparently they're not extinct. Go sell it for some coins so you can buy a better fishing rod. Oh, is that what was in the box? He's got hundreds of them at home. Oh boy. Gonna walk around and speak about Zardus. See you next time. Alright, Joker, take it easy. We'll see you next time. That's some good advice, man. You should probably follow it. He was planning to give you the fish all along. He has a bit of a roundabout way of doing things. Well, maybe you should deal with him more often then. So move to Limsa. I'm sure it won't be easy to find a place to live in a place full of pirates, but at least you'd have the guild. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. Well, he's doing actually what I said, so that's fair. Why can't the fish resist these briefs? Are you giving me a Speedo? Is that what you're doing? We got a new follow. Codeman, thank you for following the stream. I appreciate that. Sorry, I had to double check on my OBS because I don't have my alerts up on my phone. I got my notes instead, but thank you for following the stream. Well, he is a pretty good teacher, so I guess I can understand. He definitely just gave me a Speedo, though. I can't say I'll need to use that. I already have swimming shorts, but I'll take it, I guess. What I'll also take is a level up, question mark, to carrier level 19. I was on your Google News feed. Well, that's a first. Never heard that one before. I'm kind of surprised that they would give me any attention. I didn't think I was that kind of popular yet. Man, they're doing me a solid there. Well, thanks for deciding to jump in and check it out. Like finding people starting out 14 for the first time. Well, thank you for coming in. We've actually done a Realm Reborn and Heavensward already. We're moving on to Stormblood after I do a few side things, basically. I have a prelude of things that I wanted to do before I started Stormblood. I'm trying to grab a few of the side quests that I missed along the way. So, yeah, that's what we're up to anyway at this point. Eventually, we will make it to Stormblood's actual story, but that day is probably not today. It's probably not this week, I'll be honest with you. Might be next week, maybe. But where am I going now? Eugenia's Spire in Gridania. Okay. We need to go to Falgard Float, I think is pretty close to that. It's over 300 though, so let's use a ticket. Of course you get a Speedo as a quest reward. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. I guess it is about fishing, and maybe if you wear it, you can go fishing easy. I don't frickin' know, man. I'll keep my swimming shorts that I've already got, though. I think that's a good enough look. Have any questions? Let you know. I've been in the game since 1.0. Oh, okay, nice. I will make sure if I have any questions, I'll let you know. I do also play from time to time and do dungeons with the actual people who are in the audience for the stream. So if you're on Crystal server, also let me know that, because you can also join us for dungeons or trials when I am ready to do those. What are the next ones we're doing? Let me look at my notes. The next time I'll be needing people to join, or having people join me for dungeons and trials, is when we do the Warring Triad quests, and that's in a few more streams. It's probably going to be about 2 more streams from now. So, yeah, if you decide you want to lend a hand or play alongside any of us, let me know. I'm always willing to welcome a few new people. So, yes, I've heard that you are a scary sight for the Ixal around here. We have spoken before. I've bagged a few of them, but I've also befriended a few. You probably don't need to know that, though. You mean with me now? I get it. I understand what you mean. It's a pun, and you can't escape it because the developers required you to say it. I get it. Anjanova, can't remember what Crystal Data Center is. You're on the Ether one. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm on the Goblin server, so I'm on the Crystal Data Center. So we're a little bit disconnected there. I don't think that we can join parties together, but still, I'm glad to have you in the audience at the very least. So. Lady Philota? I don't know if her name sounds all that familiar. Oh, okay. Apparently a while ago. They tried to deliver this to you once and failed. Ooh, that wouldn't be good. Alright, I will see what I can do then. Yeah, as long as they're not the Icatl 9. I don't want to snap the next to the Icatl 9. They're actually pretty good people. Okay, Tree Speak over there. Well, thankfully I'm not doing this when Odin spawned, because Odin can probably spawn somewhere near there at this point. We normally, when we go to Limsa, we run down to, like, what is it, like 40 to 45 frames a second. We'd be at about 10 because of Odin. When Odin spawns, hundreds of players come out to fight him and beat him, and I have all of the effects on for every single thing on the whole map, so I'd probably have to turn those off, because it wouldn't work out too well for us. I would barely be able to see anything happening, so... Alright. Well, this is going to be something hostile, so... Not you, Mr. Squirrel. Watch out, Mr. Squirrel, you're being attacked! I'll protect you! Oh, God. Gotcha. Oh, okay. That was weird. Well, whatever. You alright there, sir? It said it canceled the event because I jumped out of it with, what was that, Yaten? I forget the exact name, but it was my jump back move. Yes, but also no. Yeah, I'll protect you, he says as he runs away. Exactly. I ran away with style, though, and also with the capacity to murder them. Why would she spare you if you were about to murder us? Yeah, I don't know if that's a good motto, but alright. Or, not the motto, wearing their beaks as a hat. Oh, that's fair. Maybe they do. A painless death. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good, but at least you saw them. Uh-oh. I don't like it, but it might be the only option we have. Rip his beak off. To be fair, though, Mia, honestly, if there is anything that's, you know, like if he is pulling the wool over our eyes here, we could just kill him in a heartbeat. So let's just see what he's got. Yeah, I don't know, man. They could say the same thing about us, so... We might be able to use him, you see. You've earned yourself a very lucky pass here, sir, so don't you try to screw us over, or she will probably kill you and all your friends. So, northwest, okay. Okay, yeah, you guys go do that. I'll go see if this is actually going to pan out appropriately or not. I'm still hoping we'll see the Yocatl 9 here somewhere, but I don't know if that was actually a thing when they started making these quests. I think if I remember right, the Yocatl 9 were the last beast tribe introduced to the game, and that was in, I think, 2.5. So they may not have been introduced when these delivery move quests were actually being put into the game. This may be slightly before that. I'd have to look at the notes for when these quests were happening again. Well, I didn't think this was going to pan out, but fair enough then. No. How about I kill you? Okay, well, she might actually spare you if they're not harmed. I'm just telling you that now. If they are harmed, hell hath no fury, my friend. Hell hath no fury. What am I maining, if you don't mind me asking? I have several mains. I didn't really pick one in particular that I do a lot of. My new class for this expansion is Samurai. I have not played Samurai before this. I switched from Monk to Samurai for this expansion because I wasn't a big fan of how Monk has to spam Form Shift every 3 seconds in order to sustain itself in between pulls. So I swapped over to Samurai just to check it out. And the other classes that I play, well, there's a lot of them. You can ignore Black Mage. That's I'm just doing for the hell of it on the side. But the main 4 that I play right now in terms of combat classes are Dark Knight, Scholar, Samurai, and Summoner. I have a few crafting classes and a few gathering classes that I do. And I also do Blue Mage stuff on the side, but that's not really for the stream either, so... Oh, Black Mage is your main? Nice. Yeah, I like the class. I've played it up to level 66 at this point. I haven't played past 60, though, with it, because I don't have any dungeons past level 60 unlocked. But I've played it at level 60 in dungeons and in Palace of the Dead, and I like it from what it is there. It's just not as mobile as Summoner is, and I learned Summoner first, so I'm a little more comfortable with the mobility that Summoner has. So, yeah. I don't know if it's my bag, but to be fair... Somebody who is on the stream that helps me out with some of the dungeons, SB is their name. They were in the chat a while ago. I'm not sure if they're still here. But they helped me with several of the dungeons, and they've done quite a bit of work in Black Mage as well. I don't know if they're going to be playing at this expansion or not, but I think they did a few times when we were in A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward. So, but yeah, I like the class so far. It's just, I don't know if it's for me. That's all. Sort of playing Ninja a lot right now because holy DPS melee. Yeah, I like Ninja a lot myself, actually. I've played Ninja up to 70 as well. And I like the changes that they made in Shadowbringers, specifically this patch with it. I wasn't as big of a fan of it in 5.0. I still played it a little, but I wasn't a huge fan. But I like the changes that they made in 5.1. Or rather, not 5.1, but like leading up to 5.1. I think they made changes in like 0.5 and 5.08 or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but they've been tweaking it since the beginning of Shadowbringers, and I like it a lot better now. Didn't play it on stream, though, so I'm probably not going to be playing it for the stream itself. I try to play all of the quests for the classes that I'm playing on the stream on camera so that everybody can see my progress and the story as I go. So that would be me, yes. Are you all right? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that would not have been good. Oh god, speaking of Odin, look what just happened. I can't show you because the dialogue box is blocking it up in the top right there, but look what just happened to the scenery. Odin's here somewhere. I'll show you in a second once I get out of talking to this lady. Yeah, you were released because they feared the White Ram, I think was her name. Oh, your grandson? Oh, God, yeah, we got to go get him. Okay, cool. So that's what we'll go do. Yeah, if I scroll up here, tension. That's the current weather here in the Shroud, and that means Odin is somewhere around here. So if we suddenly drop to like 20 frames a second at some point here, it's because he's in whatever part of the Shroud we're in, and there's a million people killing him. So, you'll also probably see a few people shouting in the chat if he's around here, because they all want to go look for him. But if the weather clears up, that means they killed him, so... And Odin's interesting, too, in this, because if you are the person that gets the final hit on Odin when he gets killed, you become Odin for the next for the next time he spawns. He spawns 3 days later, and he literally wears your skin. He is on the horse in the armor, but he looks exactly like you do. So it's a pretty cool little detail, I think. It's really hard, though, to get the final kill on him when there's hundreds of people killing him, and your attacks have like a 1 second delay on them. Trust me, I've tried to kill him myself, and I haven't had the chance to get the final blow yet. Maybe one of these days. No, he's probably still being held hostage. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should go kill them then, shouldn't we? Oh, okay, gotcha. That's, yeah, that would not go over well with them if they did something bad to him. The bobbing cork. Okay. I will go tell her then. Every little bit of time that I spend out here means there's less time that I can accidentally run into Odin and get Zantetsuken, so that's good. Speaking of which... Nope, there's no parties in the party finder for it yet, which means that whoever is looking for him hasn't found him yet. You'll know because there will be a bunch of parties up in the party finder for it, and then if they kill him, the tension that we see here will actually dissipate. It will turn back to normal weather. So it's definitely an interesting little side thing to do. It's almost like a fate, basically, except it's a lot harder than your average fate, that's for sure. Although, come to think of it, the last time Odin spawned on this server, the behemoth spawned a little later that night. I might be doing a little behemoth hunting myself later tonight, then, if he's going to be out and about. So, yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a nice little thing they got there. They did make Ninja a bit more fluid, yes. I still think it presses a lot of buttons inside of its trick attack window, but it's a lot easier to manage, I think, than it used to be. So I'm okay with it. I like it myself. I've thought about switching to Ninja somehow, but I don't know how I can do that when I've already done all the quests for it up to level 60, so... Excuse me. I'd have to figure that one out. Maybe if they ever introduce job quests in New Game Plus, we could always do it then, but I don't know. Oh, I can tell. She sounded absolutely livid about it, so... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, that explains why she feels so fondly for your family. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, let's go tell her then. If we can help her rescue Lady Philota's grandson, that should come up a little bit better than the other way. Which fate is that? Okay, that's not the Odin fate. We can actually look at the map and see if we can find it, because he's around here somewhere. It's not there, and it's not there. So I don't think he's on this map. You'll see like something that looks like this one. It has the little face in the center of it when it's Odin, but I don't think he's on this map. He might be in like the Central Shroud or the South Shroud, or I guess he could be in any section of the Shroud, really. But it's always tension across the entire Shroud when he spawns, so... And to be honest with you, it usually doesn't take this long for the tension to go away, but I'm sure there are people out there searching. Yeah, she does seem like a pretty kind soul. Oh, okay. What? Oh, is that your link shell or mine? Oh, it's yours? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's a turn of events I didn't expect. Proud Creek. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, Proud Creek is not a very friendly place for a kid with no capacity to keep himself protected, so... Proud Creek is just shy of the Ixali logging grounds, and they do not take prisoners. If my my previous incursions with them are anything to go by, that is. Okay, you keep searching with your blind ass. I'll just walk right over here because I have an objective marker that tells me exactly where he is despite the tension, so... Watch me go in the cutscene and... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, we'll go in the cutscene and it'd be like a bright sunny day or something, and then... No, the tension apparently stays in the cutscene. That's interesting. Well, you're a little kid. You can barely protect yourself at this point. It's understandable. Oh. Well, that makes sense. It's not very nice of them, but it makes sense. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Well, he's alright, but they, yeah, actually released him. I'm confused. Hopefully they'll explain a little bit more in just a second. Alright. Let's go see what we've got here. This is probably going to be the last male Moogle quest that I do today. We'll have... I think we're at... Once we're done with this one, we're at carrier level either 19 or 20. And we'll be able to go pick up some more from our friendly neighborhood deputy post Moogle. So that means that on Thursday we'll be finished up with these quests finally. And then we can move on to my next job that I'd like to do. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. I really should introduce her to the Icatl 9, but I feel like if I do that, she's just going to kill them all where they stand. That makes sense to me. I think she's a little hot-headed here. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd like to know the answer to that one as well. Let's go see if we can get to the bottom of this mystery. Where's the road? There's the road. Alright, I just want to double check and see. Still nobody looking. Wow. Odin's getting to hang out for a little longer than usual today. That's interesting. Well, when he is defeated, the sun will probably come up in Gridania, so... Because it's 7:01 a.m. now, Eorzean time. Well, you need to talk some sense into Mia, because she's about to go ham crazy on those Ixal. So... yeah. That's the long and short of it. Okay, so what did they mean? Okay, yeah, I'll do the best I can then. I could just take you in my car, you know. It has 4 seats in it. Alright. She's inclined to walk herself, which is fine. But I'll try to get there a little ahead of her. Yeah, I might have to go looking for Odin myself when I turn the stream off if he's going to linger like this. I won't be able to beat him by myself, but, you know, might be worth looking for and putting a party finder up for it. Okay, you need to slow down on this whole thing. Slow your roll, Mia, because there's a missing piece to this puzzle that we don't know. Well, it's not just me. She would if it wasn't for the fact that you were you were trying to kill all of the people that rescued her grandson. Well, didn't rescue her grandson. They were rescuing their hatchling, but they also inadvertently gave him back to her without harm. Okay. Right, well that makes sense. And hopefully they resolved it without. Well, that was nice of him. So the Ixali chieftain was probably one of the hatchlings, or at the very least the father of one of them. Depending on how long ago this happened. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, he's the only reason you lived, you know. You only lived because an Ixal agreed to a truce. So your lifelong hatred may need to have a little bit of reflection there. I would recommend against trying to kill them, though. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, she might need to amend that motto a little bit. Oh my god. I wonder if she caught herself and almost said every fucking last one of them, but she caught herself because there was a kid here. Or if that was just, you know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like a voice tick or something. I don't know. Yeah, it wouldn't really end well anyway, so... You're welcome, I think. What do we want to get here? I would take pineapple juice, but I think I might be allergic to pineapples. My throat swells up when I drink it, so let's take some Zamail gratin. That's like meat and potato soup, basically. So if we're going to Kurthus at any point for these deliveries, it'll probably be pretty good for me. What's also pretty good for me is another level up, question mark, to carrier level 20. Okay, we only have 5 more to go. Awesome. What?
7:30.
I know. I usually go for 3 hours with this game.
He usually does.
So
Cole might need a ride. Will you be able to go pick him up if he calls?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, they did find him. That's not it. North Shroud, 16.1, 27.6. Over there? Really? Okay, well, since we're here, and it's up here, let's go see what we can do about this Odin guy. I will believe it when I see it. It might have happened while I was in the cutscene, though. So, but then again, the tension hasn't lifted, so that means it's got to be around here somewhere. Well, there's the fate. All right, I guess we're gonna fight Odin on the stream then. I'm gonna get my ass beat, but he's up here somewhere, or he's down there. That's also a possibility. It's looking more like down there. How close to completion is this? 0%. So it just spawned. Yep, there he is. I was gonna say, I don't know why that person tried to engage them himself, but it's probably not good for them. Let's get down there, I guess. There's a party up, too. Alright. See if we can join that party. I didn't plan for this, but I guess we're doing it live. Where's the party? I don't see a party. Oh, there it is. Sure, why not? I don't need to do this party, but I'll do it. Alright, where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. He's level 60, so I think we need to switch up classes a little bit here. How about Summoner? That should work a little better. Okay, Ifrit, get out here. I don't think this is gonna work, just being honest, but I'll do the best I can. Because as you can see, he's very tanky. And I don't know why my HP's like that because I just switched this. I didn't let myself get my HP all the way back. Okay. Hey, I got a further ruin stack. Nice. Can do one of those. Oh god, that's me. Let's give him one of these and then do one of these. Okay. Yeah, all of that, and he's only taken 4% so far, so that should give you an idea of just how tanky he is. When the rest of the people get here, it'll be a little easier, but yeah, until then, we're kind of fucked. Why don't you give them some devotion there, Ifrit? That would help a little, I think. Ooh, I got a further ruin stack again. Nice. Just use those festers where we can. I don't need to miasma yet. Let's do a couple more ruins, and then we'll go back into Dreadworm trance. I haven't played Summoner in a while, though, so it's kind of nice doing it again. And one more. Quickly press Death Flare. There we go. That Inferno should help a little bit. Keep all my dots up where I can. Oh, that's not good. Let's get the hell out of here, because usually he does that when he's about to do some big crazy attack like Hall of Stone. I think that petrifies you if I remember right. It's not a whole lot of fun to deal with, so... Oh god, Hall of Lead is also not good. Get me the hell out of here. It's a good thing I'm a ranged class and I can actually walk to that that range without having to worry too much. Because Hall of Lead is also bad, so... We might have been one of the first people to find him, though, so that might be why this is taking so long. Usually, like I said, I usually find him a little bit later, so he's already at like 60% typically when I find him, so... We can try Disaster again as well, I just thought about that. I'll do that in a second. Let's do an energy drain real quick so I can do that. There we go. We do need more dots, that guy's right. I got a further ruin stack, that's nice. I gotta wait though before I go back and do more, oh my god, I'm not getting out of this one. I should have sprinted. I did get out of this one. That's amazing. I started running right away, though. Don't take any of this stuff lightly. Like, if I had stood in any of his AoEs, even at my current level, I'd be fucked. So, I'm a DPS man. I can't do that shit. Alright, I'm just going to burn it since I missed my last Ruin 3 press. Do we have a full party yet? I don't think we do. Okay, I'm gonna need to dot again, right about now. Thank you for the Lady of Crowns, that's very nice of you. Ifrit, please don't die to this Hall of Lead. He won't because he doesn't get damaged anymore, so that's nice. You're gonna have to stand closer so I can have Ifrit do things, please. There we go. I'll take that, thank you. I'm getting a lot of Lady of Crowns, apparently. That's kind of nice. Oh god. Run. Someone stun him? No. Oh, okay, that's what that is. It's the Reigns thing. Got it. How about some Devotion real quick for whomever would like it? I'll take it too, thank you, Ifrit. I guess I moved before my Ruin 3 started casting. Oh god, I need to move a little. There we go. Oh, I've got Dreadworm Trance. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Stop moving him! If you keep moving him, how do you expect me to keep fighting? You're giving us like very little ground to work with here. I need to be able to run away. Like from this. I'm sprinting. Fuck this. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna sprint as far away as I can be here. I think I'm in a corner though. Yeah, just a little bit. That's okay. Matter of fact, oh no, this isn't going to work. I don't have any room to go. Great. Well, hopefully he doesn't do anything freaking crazy, because if he does, I'm going to need to, oh god, get over here. I'm bound. I'm going to get hurt right now. I should have Titan out. Ow. Ow. See what I mean? One shot and that's it. Well, I'll take it. At least I'm in a safer spot now. Okay, I say that and I raise to a Hall of Lead. Fuck me, I guess. Alright, let's try this again. Well, we finally got a full party, so that's nice. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Okay, run! Okay, run out of the Hall of Stone. There we go. I'm out of it. That's good. Oh, Ifrit's gone. Let me summon Titan real quick. There we go. Oh, somebody pulled him all the way over here. That's not good. Give me that stone wall. I'm gonna need it, evidently. Oh god. I just wanted to use Dreadworm. I'm not gonna get out of this. I did. Somehow. Oh, hey, the Gungnir spawned. Have the Death Flare, friend. hell out of there. Titan, why don't you give him another dot real quick while I run the hell away? Apparently the people who are in the party haven't fought this guy very often, because, yeah, they're right, he is pure death. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow! Fuck! Okay, that was just Ifrit doing that to me. Nice. Alright, where's the Gungnir? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I'm stuck! I'm dead. Again. Or I'm slowed. That also could be a thing. Can I move, please? Thank you. There we go. Come on, Miasma. I need your help. Ifrit, why don't you go grab that thing real quick while I stand over here and don't die, hopefully. After a certain amount of time, by the way, he will cast Zantetsuken on everyone on this part of the Shroud, so we need to kill him a little faster than we're killing him. Hey, I got Bomb Ash, nice. Not that I use that for anything, but... We're gonna have an LB pretty soon, though, so that's kind of nice. There it is. Ouch. I am just barely... I hope my feet are out of this. I think they were. Oh, God. Get the Gungnir. Get the Gungnir. Ow. Stop bringing him over here! How am I supposed to tank that? Jesus. I'm gonna wait for the res. I don't want to go back to Idleshire. I want to see him Zantetsuken. Yeah, this is a bit of an unexpected addition here, but we'll see what we can... Oh my god, I'm gonna raise right into this. Yeah, come to collect to almost die immediately, exactly. You do get a moment where you're not, like, instantly dead, but, like, where you're invincible from further attacks, but it's not very long, so... I need to hit Lucid Dreaming. I almost never hit Lucid Dreaming on this class. That's amazing. Ifrit, put up your dot, please. I'll take the Diurnal. That's rather nice. Oh, God. I keep walking just barely outside of his... I'm going to stand where this Dancer is, because they seem to have the whole keeping him at range thing down pat, so... Oh, he's not in range, though. Let's get the Gungnir. Why are all the enemies aggroing to us? Stop that. We just need to get the Gungnirs. We don't need to... We need to get the Gungnirs and we need to get Odin. We don't need to get anything else. Someone's helping me, so that's nice. Oh, God. I'm sprinting. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. I should be helping resurrect people, but let me get this first. There we go. Alright. Where are they? Oh, all the way over there. Hold on. Hold the phone, I'm coming. There we go. Oh god. I don't have sprints. I think the Gungnir's almost dead, so... Those are not my miasmas. Oh god. Run away. I should pop Stonewall real quick. There we go. Thank you, Titan. Another Gungnir, huh? That's not good. He keeps spawning these. We're gonna have a little bit of trouble. Oh god. Run! Okay. Actually, got a better idea. There we go. Use that Dreadworm Trance. You'll see my frame start dropping here, by the way, as we... oh, this is going to hurt. As we get closer to the whole... as we get closer to full capacity here with people popping in, so... It's looking like there's starting to be a lot more people here now, though. Because I'm starting to see people that are not in our party, so... this is going to pull us in. Yep. Okay, we got to walk out as fast as we can. Somebody's using our LB1. I don't know if that was such a good idea, but I'll use this real quick. Oh god, get him out of here. Stop that! Who keeps coming over here? Keep him away from me! I don't want anything to do with him! Oh Okay, it's just the balloon. Can I, like... Okay, I can at least cast on Odin. Stop it! Stop it! I swear to God, I'm gonna kill this party. After we're done, I'm gonna find them in the actual world, and I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna be like, you and me, PvP right now, because you kept fucking cleaving me when we were trying to get Odin killed. You need to stop. Someone needs to stop you. Oh God. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I'll take that stone wall real quick, thank you. Oh, apparently it did 0, though. That's nice. I don't have any more of those, so why don't we do one of these? This is gonna hurt like hell if I don't get out of it. Okay. I don't know what that sound was, but alright. Let's get rid of that and do one of these. I'm just gonna keep festering because it's just a little easier. See, the Gungnir's go down quick, but Odin... Oh, no, not Odin. I can't tell if they're... Is that just... Okay, brink of death. So I think I can resurrect them again if they're dead on the ground somewhere. Where are they, anyway? Fate failed. Oh, boy. Well, we killed him, sort of. We didn't kill him. He left because there weren't enough people here to murder him. You wouldn't get it anyway. We failed. Sorry. Alright, Titan. Good work, though. Thanks for the help. Anyway, let's leave the party. That was a little disappointing. That's about as disappointing as the time when I fought and failed to defeat Behemoth. Oh well. We got one mantle out of it, and this is what I'm going to do with it. The reason, by the way, why I would discard it is because I've already purchased everything that I want to purchase from Odin's stuff. So I don't need any more mantles. I think... Yeah, okay. Now we can go back to Limsa. Let's grab an Aetheryte ticket and use it. Well, now that I was done being rudely interrupted by Odin, the asshole, let's call it a day, shall we? So... We made it to carrier level 20, and we finished our next samurai quest. What further adventures await us in our duties as a mailman? And will we be cucked by another primal once we finish up this? Once we move on to the next stream? We're gonna find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the stream edition, which will happen on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, discarding rare materials once you don't need them. Yes, exactly. You can't even sell the Odin's mantles either, so it's not like they do me any good at this point. I've already got a trophy of when I beat him with a trophy of the Zantetsuken sitting in my house, so it, like, yeah, it doesn't do any good for me. But either way, I'll take care of inventory management and do all that stuff, and I'll meet you back here on Thursday. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good night. God damn, Odin, you a spooky boy.